Hello and welcome back to the channel, Dan Who Reviews. As always, my name is Dan W. Make sure you are following me on Instagram at It's Dan Who. And I do always think, does that giant pow literally blow out the ears of Brandon, aka Hero Collections? How you doing, Brandon? Are your ears okay? Is my pow too powerful?
The pow, you put the pow in powerful,
Oh,
my friend.
I appreciate
it. Do.
How you doing?
Good to be here. Happy Thursday. Not too bad, bro. The week went quick, right?
It's been a busy week.
Me or did the?
No,
it's been a very. Busy
it's been a busy week, like work-wise, busy. So like this, as I said, this is a happy place for me because like work's winding down now. I do this stream, then tomorrow's Friday, and then the weekend is upon us. So yeah, no, I'm in a good spot. So happy Thursday to everybody. Shout out to everyone who's here. We apologize for the tardiness, but I promise it'll be worth it. Me and Brandon are trying to strategically put out this video. So the teaser we played last week and the one that's been on my YouTube channel for a little bit, have we got the finished video, Brandon? Have we got it?
We have it. We have the video is done. The film is done. It's just a matter of how do we're just figuring out the kinks of how we share it with you guys, because it's a big file. It's about 10 minutes long, and we shot it in 4K. So we're just trying to figure out how we get it to you, or how we share it with you as opposed to just, a straight upload to YouTube and here it is. So we're figuring it out, but you may see it tonight, you may not see it tonight, but it'd definitely be between now and the weekend.
We've got a whole weekend of fun anyway. Like tomorrow, yes. We're literally doing in parallel stream. Like we were meant to do that next week, but he's reeled us in to do this week. So I sort of had to slip that one to the missus and be like, do you mind if I stay up till like 6 in the morning tomorrow streaming? So yeah, we'll be on in parallel stream tomorrow. And then it is a Legends and Liquor week. So I will be streaming on Sunday as well. So plenty of opportunities to talk and promote and etc. But hello to everyone that's here. Toying around says, Brandon's audio is not powerful. Please let me know if that is the case and I will tweak it from my end. Rectangular says, hey nerds. Brandon's volume is low. Let me see. I've got you up to the max on my end, my friend. Is there anything you can do on your end? Let me press some. Let me press some audio settings, output. No, I've literally got you to the max. I can turn me down if that helps, but I can't.
Okay, wait, hold on.
And Parallel says, my bad. No apologies, my friend. No apologies. I won't be. The problem. We'll see what the chat is saying. The thing is with streaming at 3 o'clock in the morning while the girlfriend's in the house means I won't be able to do it from this room because my bedroom's there, like literally there across the wall. So I'll be way too loud for her. So I'm going to have to be relegated to my own spider shack, as I was telling him. But yeah, we'll be there in Parallel Universe live stream Friday night for you guys, but early Saturday morning for me and Brandon. But it should be fun. I'm going to try and get some fun British versus American humor again, whether it's slang or words. I don't know. I'll get something stupid to test and parallel about. But yeah, hello to everyone in the chat. Hello to the regulars. Hopefully Brandon's audio is good. Just why user get saying hello. Say hello now, and I'll get the chat up in a minute, and Brandon can give you all the shout out.
Yeah.
Today's stream.
Is it?
Go on, say something. Test it.
Is it better now?
I can hear you fine, but I've got
testing 1 2 3. Odious is dead.
We shall see. We shall see. You got to be nice to him because tomorrow he can fight back.
Welcome back to the channel,
there you
Dan
go.
Who Reviews.
That's pretty good. It's pretty good.
My name is Dan W. And make sure you're following me on Instagram at It's
Dan Who.
And as always, I'm not by myself. You have my guest here, Hero Collections. You know him as Brandon. No one's. Someone says still very. Garrett said still pretty quiet. Come on, I just did all of that by memory.
That's pretty good. Rectangular says punch him in the chin wag. Okay. Are they dying a battery? Are they dead? Are they dying a battery? I've got you turned up to the max on my end. It's how it usually is on my end. If anything, I've turned myself down. So give us a sec, people. As I said, today's stream is all about the Infinity Saga. Obviously, we want to talk about MCU Legends. Rectangular may not want to, but we're going to anyway. And it's more to be very to make it more streamlined in the conversation. We're going to talk about MCU figures that we may have already had, but we would like a redo, an upgrade. We know Hasbro can do a better job these days because, as I said, they're hitting it out of the park at the minute. So there's certain Marvel Legends or characters that we already have on our MCU shelves that are definitely worth a revisit, an upgrade. And you know, Hasbro love the opportunity to give us a re-release if they can do it better. So that's what we're going to break down today. Of course, we're going to go over the reveals that have already been out on Monday. But yeah, all good to go. Brandon, how you doing? How you doing?
Cloud said, "Just start screaming, Brandon." But see if that works better now. I've taken my AirPods out. Maybe they were low on battery. Maybe they need charging. So I've just put them to charge.
Let me see if I can do anything on my end. I've literally got you up to the max on my end. Levels. Okay, let me turn you up. Okay, say something now.
Say something now.
Say something louder than that. Say it with passion. Say it with conviction.
Say it with passion. Say it with conviction.
Yeah, I've turned you up. I've turned you up and I've turned me down. So we shall see. We're gonna go with the flow, and yeah, go with the flow. We'll see how we get on. So Brandon, do you want to say hello to the chat, and I will press the button that gets the chat up. I think I can press the button that gets the chat up. There you go. There you go. It's all yours now, Brandon. It's all yours. So if you're in the chat, say hello, make yourself known. Brandon will do some shout outs. I'll go through some housekeeping. Rectangular says, "Man, I'm happy for you MCU boys, but it saves me some money." Look, the MCU, my bread and butter. So nothing but love for the MCU over here, and comic. I don't hate on either or. That's how nice I am.
Okay, let's try this. The AirPods are charged, so hopefully it's a bit louder. So we've got Tanner is here, Greffitoy is here, Mark is here, Rich M, our super producer, is here, Cloud Foxwell is here, Baraka is here, Striding, Jamie, George W101, Damien is here. Cloud says Thanos looks to be growing barnacles. Must have been picked up by Davy Jones. I feel like I missed something.
No. That's the interchangeable head. That's the interchangeable head with the dust.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yes. Okay, I'm with you. I was so confused. Cloud Foxwell says Dorkside is trying to ship the villains legends. The house says, "What's up, Wolfpackers?" Jason Lopez says, "The Black Widow movie 2." Nathan, Kyle is here, toying around. Kevin, hello there, he says in his Obi-Wan voice. Rectangular is in the house. Says, "Hey nerds." Rectangular, we haven't had a proper Legends video update in a while. We need that info. Come on, what's up? Unparalleled Universe is here. We are with him tomorrow night. Tomorrow morning for Dan. Not even tomorrow morning. The day after tomorrow morning for me and Dan. Mark Tac says, "Little Doctor Who joke there. Dan Who and the tardiness. Throw in a few Daleks and we are golden." Laser Pants is in the house. Says, "Hello, Mini Plastic Universe." Sunny S994. Marvelous Nerds. Dark Joker Zin Legend Killer is here saying, "Pow. Catch the Infinity Equation tomorrow night." They are also running another competition. It is Infinity Equation favorite figure this month. My post is going to go up in a second for that. Rectangular says, "Punch him in the chinwag." Garrett says, "Still pretty quiet," but that was a while ago, so hopefully we're better now. George W101, I think I said. Everybody is here, Dan. We got loads of guys. All good. Okay, so we apologise for the sloppy start, but hopefully the sound is sorted. Hopefully Brandon stopped buffering. I can hear you loud and clear, Brandon, so hopefully they can. I want to shout out to Alan Patterson, or Ali Patterson, has just become a channel member. So welcome, thank you very much. And yes, anybody with the red question mark in the chat has been a channel member for 2 months. So I think every milestone, the question mark changes. So the more colourful the question mark, the more I love you, essentially. So that red is a representation of my heart towards you. And this is the perfect opportunity to plug, as I always do at the start of these streams,
Friday, our robot. Now, she's a lazy robot. I'm not going to lie to you. She doesn't like saying super chats out loud, but she will do it if it's over £4 or $4. She won't move for anything less. So if you want to support the channel, support the stream, be a part of it, interrupt me and Brandon today. Hopefully she will read it loud and clear for you. So super chats, anything over £4 or $4, Friday, we'll read it out loud. Be a part of today's stream. But if you want to be a part of the channel in general, then do what Ali Patterson just did and become a channel member. Hit that join button. Don't be scared of it. If you've never pressed that button before, then why not give mine a go? Honestly, it might be fun. Come and join the community we're building over here. And if you join mine, it is your way in to the live streams. Every other Sunday, I'm doing Legends and Liquor, a brand new show for channel members and me just to talk toys. Stream lives forever on YouTube. I think I've got a button to show off Legends and Liquor. There you go. So Legends and Liquor, people, is this Sunday. So if you are a channel member at the members club level, then hit me up on Instagram, hit me up in the Discord, however you want to hit me up. Let me know you want to be a guest this Sunday. There is a Legends and Liquor this Sunday. Today, to be fair, Brandon, I nearly cancelled today's stream because I went down to the fridge before we started. And I had no cider. I ran out of cider. So I had to just crack a boring can of Coke open. No. So yeah, I know. I nearly cancelled it. I nearly just deleted my Facebook post and just cancelled it. But I'm not. I'm going to keep going because I wanted to talk about some Marvel Legends. But yes, if you want to be part of the stream, Legends of Liquor this Sunday. Okay, let's get into this week's Marvel Legends reveals. We've talked too much. Unless you've got something to say before we do that.
All I was going to say is I might drop out and come back in and see if that helps things.
Okay, not a problem.
You're on my end as well, I think. So I think it must be me.
Okay, not a problem. Do what you need to do. I'll press some buttons and I'll jump to the chat. Let me see if the chat opens for me, actually. Let me see. I'll jump to the chat. I'll see who's about because I don't like neglecting people. Hopefully this works for me. Okay, so I'm in the box. Hopefully the chat works for me, people. Okay, so who we got? What's going on? Let me open this up. To be fair, we're celebrating our 40th week in a row. Can you believe it? This is for 40 weeks consistently we have done a show. We haven't missed a week. We've not had a week off. 40 weeks consistently, me and Brandon have been here talking Legends, talking toys. So it's crazy. Consistency is key, people. It's been a lot of fun, and we're definitely striving towards a whole year. And we're planning to do the year's stream in person together, whether it's in my own spider shack in the shed, who knows. But we're going to try and plan something special for the year, which is only a couple of months away, I assume. If we're in week 40 now, by September maybe, we'll be in a year. So, yeah, today is the 40th stream, another milestone. So very happy about that. Let me add Brandon back into the chat. Hellfire Dan is the new Hellfire Hank. I've literally tried to do some stop motion as well on my next video. I'm not gonna lie. It's a tribute to Shartimus Prime though, nothing more. But I definitely can't be doing stop motion every time. Wrestling and TMNT chat. Yes, let's talk about wrestling and TMNT on Legends and Liquor because we know Brandon would fall asleep if we started doing that. Right, Brandon's back in the room. Brandon, how are you doing now? Say hello to the beautiful people.
Yes, hello, beautiful people. I think we're there.
Okay, the signal's stronger on my end, you're louder on my end. I think we're good to go. Let's talk about some Legends.
Yes, perfect. Absolutely. This was an amazing week for Legends.
We got hit with another Marvel Monday, let's be honest. We didn't expect it, but it happened.
Yeah, no.
So let me see if I can get... So I'll just go on to the good old, let me press a button. There we go. We'll do the side view today. Why not? Okay, so Hasbro Pulse. 2 new Marvel Legends reveals. So before we show them, let's recap. So the very first time we seen the Infinity Saga box art was with Fat 4. And this was shown at Hasbro Fan Pulse Con Fest thing a few weeks ago. So Fat 4, very happy with that. This is the 4 I particularly wanted from Endgame. Like, the Lebowski 4 was a lot of fun, but this is the one I wanted, so very happy to get him. And then, obviously, this rumoured Infinity Saga sort of series was long rumoured. This was our first sort of confirmation that it's happening. So very happy to get 4. Jump straight to This was Marvel Monday in May, was Quicksilver. So the second single pack figure from the Infinity Saga box set. No, that's not an Ultron builder figure. They are just beaten up robot pieces. But another character, another gap we needed filling in the MCU, Quicksilver. Now we can add him to the Age of Ultron shelf. You can even customize them and put in your own bullet holes if you want to. But now we have Peter, Pedro, Maximoff in figure form for our collection. So they're the first two. This Monday wasn't even Marvel Monday, but I guess it technically was because we had two more. So let's start off with this one. This one was the long rumoured as well, but it is there. That's a bit of a squash box, but it is, of course, the Mark 85 and Thanos from Endgame. And that's what Cloud was on about, Brandon. If that interchangeable head for Thanos is all dusty, it's all dusty and coming apart.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts, first and foremost, on this Infinity Saga in general? You're looking forward to it? You like what we've got so far? And then we'll talk more about these in a second.
For sure. No, I love it, man. I'm so happy when they do things like this. I mean, every year since 3 years ago now, we've had a special full program like this. Marvel Studios, the 10th anniversary, first 10 years. Marvel 80th anniversary, the X-Men movie 20th anniversary, and then this Infinity Saga this year as well. I think it's brilliant. We get really nice packaging. We get a lot of updates on characters that we've had before. We get fresh new characters that we haven't had before. So it's a really good program, I think, that they put out. And that RDJ head sculpt is just unbelievable. I mean, they've had a fair good goes at it in the last, say, 4 years, maybe. Yeah, 4 years since 2017, since they had that photo real deco introduced. But this is by far and away the best that we've had yet. So I'm really excited. For me, the one I'm most anticipating is Odin. That was the one that I wanted the most. I think I'm definitely excited for Quicksilver as well. Excited for these two and Thor, but I'm excited, as you say, to get those gap fillers, characters we've never had before, but I wasn't as tempted by this set because I thought I've already got Thanos, I've already got Tony. But that Tony head sculpt is really, really a big draw for me.
So I don't think Hasbro have yet done a decent Robert Downey Jr. head sculpt. We've had a couple, but none of them have really been spot on since they've done the new 3D printing on the faces. So I definitely think this is the best Robert Downey Jr. head sculpt that we've got. I like that we get two as well, one beaten up, one normal. They could have just given us the one, so I appreciate that we got both. Seems to be on a separate neck peg as well, so I'm not too sure. I'm assuming the head could pop off from the neck peg and you could use that head on some of your other Marvel Legends as well, or any of the other MCU Iron Man bodies. I'm assuming you can, but it does appear that from the box art, it's a separate neck peg. That the suit doesn't look as battle damaged as I thought it would. Like it looking at that close up there's not really any battle damage at all. Like at the end of Endgame, when Tony snaps his fingers, it's pretty beat up, and you can see the power going up his arm and into his neck. So this is like maybe, I don't know, was it represent just before he clicked his fingers? But I thought it would be a little bit more battle damage because you can see Thanos here. His armor looks like a completely new sculpt compared to the Build-A-Figure one. And my only qualm with the Thanos is, yet again, we've got a Thanos, but without the full armor. I've got the Marvel Select one on the shelf behind me. I'll see if I can grab it without knocking anything down. There you go. Okay, so this is my main Thanos on the shelf because it's literally Thanos in the armor. There's no gauntlets. Like the previous Marvel Legend Build-A-Figure, we had the gold gauntlet, Infinity Gauntlet on his arm, and he never even wore that when he was wearing the whole armor. And now again, we've got Thanos with one arm always wearing the power gauntlet. Now maybe that comes off, but there's no interchangeable hands to suggest that there'd be an alternative gauntlet or an alternative wrist from the accessories that are here. Don't get me wrong, I'm nitpicking. I'm just looking for something to nitpick about. But that was something I was like, I wish they would have gave us like that option. You know, I like options on the display. But I think the Select will probably hold its ground as the Thanos in my main display for the time being. But I do like the gimmick, like that we've now got a burnt up Thanos from the end of the start of Endgame and the end of Infinity War, and now we've got an end of Endgame one. So I like that they've given us those little gimmicks. I like that Iron Man comes with a few accessories as well with his weapons and stuff. So I'm happy with this pack. And yeah, excited to get it. But you were more excited about Odin, you said. So let me jump to Odin. There you go. So tell us, Brandon, why is it important that we add Odin to our MCU shelves?
I think for me, because we haven't, we don't have a lot of I was gonna say we don't have a lot of Thor characters, but as I said that, I think in my head I'm thinking, wait, we have a lot. We've got Heimdall, we've got Loki, Sif, Valkyrie, Grandmaster,
Korg.
Grandmaster, Korg. Yeah, so we do have a lot of Thor characters, but for me this was just like a pivotal essential character to the line. I think that Odin being the king of Asgard, being Thor's father. I love the fact that we got 2 head sculpts. I'm really praying that helmet is removable. I don't think it will be, but I'm really hoping it will be. Just because it'd be nice to get the difference between the two, to be able to take the helmet off of one, put it onto the other.
But we do get the interchangeable heads.
I think we get the interchangeable head, but it'd be nice to have the interchangeable head with it'd be nice to have the helmet go onto the open mouth head and then the sort of serious head as well.
He's got a little grin. I didn't even notice. He's got like a TV, little TV smile.
So I think the grinning head sculpt is the Loki as Odin head sculpt. When he's in Ragnarok eating the grapes.
Yes.
That's what I think it is. And then obviously the helmeted head sculpt is more Odin being Odin. Like the I cast you out that bit in the first Thor film.
Yes.
So I think that's what they were going for here. The only thing is, for me personally, I know that I will definitely 1000% need a cloth goods cape for this guy just to enjoy posing him more. But the fact that we have, but that I'm fine with. That I'm happy with. I expect that with these figures. Because again, you're only paying $24.99. If it was, an import price at 50, 60, 70, 80 pounds, I expect a soft goods cape. But because it's the Legends line, when you look at it, you've got a ball joint at the waist, which is going to be great for articulation. You've got pinless legs, pinless elbows. You've got the new ball joint at the neck. I mean, it's just, what I love about this is that we're getting more and more figures that have the latest and greatest from Hasbro.
And new characters to add to the shelf as well. Like, me, it's not like, for me, it's about having each character represented in figure form for the display. And Odin, we needed an Odin. As I said, the first Thor film came out in 10 years ago, 2011, I think it came out. And he's been in every one since. Yeah. So it's literally been 10 years since we've seen Odin in the MCU. And now we have a figure that's yes, we've got an Odin figure, which is like a comic builder figure, but the MCU Odin with is it Anthony Hopkins? Is that Odin, right? It is Anthony Hopkins, right? Hopkins, yeah. So now we got him in figure form. Yeah. So yeah, very happy with this. As I said, Brandon says, the best of current Hasbro, the pinless tech, the 3D face scanning, and then a new character. What more could you ask for? So yeah, very happy to add Odin. So that's Thanos, Iron Man, Odin, Quicksilver, and Fat Thor. So far, and we've still the rumors are, so far that we've got meant to be. The rumors are, again, Hasbro haven't officially confirmed this. It's basically going to be 10 sets, just like the Marvel Studios 10-year anniversary. There'll be 10 separate sets. That's what all the leak lists are saying. So far, the leak lists have been right, so we could assume that maybe some of the other rumours are true, but we can ask Rectangular what they were, rather than mention them now. But so far so good. As I said, I've got 3 figures out of this, 4 figures out of this that I've wanted so far. I wanted an Odin, I wanted a Quicksilver, I wanted a Mark 85 with a decent, with Tony snapping his hand with a decent Robert Downey Jr. head, and then I wanted the Fat Thor as well. And I've got them all so far. So hit for me. The Thanos, the Thanos is probably my least needed out of everything that's been revealed so far, but it's in the 2-pack with Iron Man, so I'm going to end up getting it anyway. And I'm not mad about it either. I'll find a place for him on the shelf. But yeah, very happy. Okay. So
The funny thing, just quickly, the funny thing as well is I was not planning to get the Endgame Thor. I ordered it on Pulse because I thought Pulse is easy. You don't really have to commit to anything. But the more I look at it, man, I'm like, oh, it's such a damn good figure. But it's like, but we're gonna get new Thor Legends next year, right? For Love and Thunder. So I'm like, oh, do
but
I
it's going to be
really
a
need
different
this
design.
guy?
The thing is, it's not with a character
it will
like
be,
Thor.
but-
It's not about having just what. Like I used to have the rule of only one character on the shelf. Do you know, like the best, my favorite version of that character on the shelf. But it's so hard to do that of the MCU because, like, just think how different the Thor Ragnarok version of Thor is compared to the Endgame one. Do you know, like, so you got to have the best of each version now rather than the best of. So the best for me on my shelf, I need the best of each version of a character rather than one version of a character. If I know that's weird collector logic, but I'm sure someone of the 80 people out there can agree with me. But yeah, there's still lots of stuff the MCU can give us. So yeah, let's get into today's topic. So Brandon, do you want to break down what today's topic is?
Yes,
like
absolutely.
more specifically?
Yes, sure. So if you guys remember, we did a stream a few weeks back that was basically looking at Marvel Legends comic action figures. Ones that have already had a release that have been done in the last, I think maybe 10 years, something like that. And we looked at figures that needed an update. So whether that was photo real deco, whether that was pinless joints, ankle pivot, anything like that, butterfly joints, anything that needed an update, we wanted to give an update to. What we're looking at today are MCU figures that have released that are in dire need of an update as well. So this isn't like our wish list for figures that haven't been done before. It isn't our wish list for new characters we'd like to see. What we're looking at is these are figures that Hasbro have already released that we think could benefit from an update. And that is everything from the last 10 years.
Yep, so of course, super producer Rich M, so shout out to Displayed Once, as always. He's put together these graphics for us with a tribute to the Infinity Saga box art, of course. So we're going to go through it sort of in film order as well, of what figures, again, like Brandon says, characters we may already have on the shelf, but are in need of an upgrade, an update. We know Hasbro have upped their game in the last 5 years. Like, that's a fact. So a figure that we got 5 years ago is probably worthy of an update now with the technology, with the pinless tech, with the digital face printing. So today's list isn't unique characters. Like, you're not going to be seeing no Shatari or Knight Riders on this list because that's what I want. But it's not about what our wish list is. It's about what have we got and what's worthy of an upgrade. What needs to be revisited. So we'll do a few and I'm sure you'll get into it. But let's see some hit and misses as we go through. And as always, I'll read a couple out as we go through. So this is our sort of 15 MCU figures we'd like to see revisited. Okay, so first one. Brandon, take it away.
Let's go for it. So this is the Mark 1 of War Machine. Sent Iron Man 2. Tony and Rhodey have a falling out at Tony's birthday party. Rhodey has to put on the Mark 2, the Iron Man Mark 2 suit to bring Tony back down to size. He ends up leaving with it. The US Army and Hammer Industries kit it out with all these fancy big gun big guns and cannons and all sorts. So this had a release, I think, in 2010 when Iron Man 2 released, and it was in like an Iron Man 2 specific line. Really popular figure, I think, at the time. It's definitely hard to find now. If you do find it, usually it's quite expensive. But given that we had the Mark 7 from Hasbro in the Marvel Studios the first 10 years line, we thought it'd be cool if we got a redo of the Mark 1 War Machine. I think this is a beast in a suit. I think this is probably one of his most popular suits, and I think that a big update is needed with this guy. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, I completely agree. So this is, like you said, this is a character that we've seen in figure form, but probably in the darker days of Hasbro where they were still sort of finding their feet with Legends. And this is a nice, big, chunky armor. And we've got a couple of War Machines so far, but this look is probably my mind's eye look for War Machine, like Brandon said, with the big chunky attachments and stuff. And what would be great as well is an unmasked Rhodey head. Like technically, officially, we've never got an unmasked Rhodey head. So we need a new War Machine with an unmasked Rhodey head, so we can have Don Cheadle on our shelf in figure form in 1/12. So yeah, I think this is a good start as we warm up here. So from Iron Man 2, our choice for a redo of a figure we've already had is definitely War Machine. So let me jump to the chat and see what people are saying, if they agree. So Phil Jones is giving the round of applause for Rich M with the box art, and I do exactly the same, as always. Much appreciated, Rich M.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much. Eric Stream says hit. Cecil says hit. Abnugler says Brandon, be like, just redo every figure with pinless tech. You're not wrong. We sort of had to stream Brandon give us me and Rich a list of like 100 figures. Basically every figure that hasn't got pinless tech. And we were like, Brandon, the stream's only 2 hours.
Put it in the list. I did.
It's only a 2-hour stream. George says would be great in a 2-pack with Justin Hammer. Completely agree. I'd love a Justin Hammer.
Great idea. That is a great idea.
Yeah, I'd take a Justin Hammer. Damien says hit. Ruler of randomness. He says if it has the Cheetle head, hit. Yes, I am the same. Phil Jones says 32 likes. Everyone drop the stream a thumbs up. Yes, please. Apparently it helps the algorithms and spreads the word. So if you're around with YouTube in front of you and you can click the thumbs up, then why not? Why not give it a thumbs up? Thank you very much. The Wolfpack says hit. Rich McGowan says I had this as my comic stand until the new one came out. Yes, so this would probably could have fit into a comic display, as it was a little less MCU-ish, if that makes sense. The first release could have easily snuck into a comic display. Identity Complex Collectibles, he says hit, love that suit design. Jason said if they make this in a deluxe release similar to the comic version, then I'd say big hit, blast effects, everything. Eric Stream says if needed more weapon power fire, hit. Didn't in the film, Brandon, didn't he have that like I don't know what it was called, but he had that little rocket and it never worked. It was like they hyped up this rocket and then he went to use it, and it just
hold on, the XY.
There you go. Yeah, it didn't even bloody work.
That's called the XY.
Don Cheadle in 3D accurate would be dope, says McGow. Jay's Toy Collection UK said they did do a Rhodey head, but before the photo painting. Did they? Oh no, did they?
Yeah, that was the Mark II War Machine, the slimmer War Machine.
Okay.
In the Age of Ultron Hulkbuster weight.
You are correct.
It's just Rhodey without the faceplate.
Yeah, you are correct. They did. It's not a completely unhelmeted head. It's the faceplate up, and they did the same for Tony as well. You're right. I forgot about that. Thank you, Jay. Yes, you have jogged my brain. Tony says hit. Tanner says I spot Hellfire Dan in the corner. Can you see Hellfire Dan? Where is he? No, Hellfire Dan's down here. There he is. Hellfire Dan. As I said, coming to a YouTube channel near you soon. My own YouTube channel, of course. Pal. Right, okay. Good start, Brandon. Good start. I think people agree with us. Next one. Now this, I will start us off with this one. So, Heimdall, another character, just like Odin, who's been around, debuted in 2011, 10 years ago. Idris Elba as well, UK repping, of course. And this armor is the more iconic, my mind's eye version. I know I say that all the time, but in my brain, when I want a character on the shelf, I want my mind's eye version. And Heimdall is definitely in the gold armor with the big helmet, with the big sword. Like you could easily build like a little diorama with him standing there guarding the Rainbow Bridge. So yeah, this is the Heimdall I wanted. Very happy we do have Heimdall now on the shelf, thanks to the Infinity War and the Endgame figures that came out. But this is the version that would be nice to add to the shelf. So yes, this is my choice. Another one from 2011. From the first four, Heimdall. Do you agree, Brandon? This is the one we need, right?
I do. I mean, I love that. I love that Ragnarok Infinity War Heimdall.
It just looks more like the MCU Bishop.
Happy to get. Yeah, I suppose. I mean, I think that Idris Elba head sculpt is perfect. I think it's just such a really good figure. But I think that you're right that having Heimdall in his armor is that more iconic look for him. And you know that scene in Thor: The Dark World when the Dark Elves are invading Asgard and Heimdall just like jumps off the Rainbow Bridge and takes one out. Something like that. It just would be so great to have something like that. To have that kind of option. So and if they did that and made the helmet removable as well, that'd be cool. So that you kind of get to.
So he takes the helmet off when he has a drink, doesn't he? He goes to the bar or something. He takes the helmet off or something. Yeah.
Exactly. So it would be solid.
I don't understand why this. Why this couldn't have been in a 2-pack with Odin. Just think if we'd got an Infinity Saga 2-pack with Odin and this.
Yeah, my thinking is that it may have been. Well, I was gonna say like how much sculpt and stuff, but I mean, because to be fair, I would have loved it if they just used the Odin body, that same pinless and all the rest of it, the ball jointed hip, and then just put an Idris Elba head on top of it. That would have been. I would have taken that. That would have been good. But you never know. We may still get it. We may still get it. I saw a rumor somewhere that Idris Elba might be coming back in either Loki or Love and Thunder. I know they killed him and everything, but no one.
Heimdall's a mysterious character, though. We seen he got the sword through the heart, but we don't know if. Yeah, you're back. You disappeared, but you're back.
Okay, I'm back.
I filled the silence with chatter. I was saying that we seen him die with the sword through the chest, but Heimdall's a mysterious character. We don't actually know his origins and what or how. Like, could his life force go somewhere else? Like, we don't know. So yeah, it would be. I'd love to see him back. Not that I know everyone. I know there's a criticism of the MCU is that no one really dies, but it is based on comics, and if you haven't noticed. That's the way comics work. Otherwise, like Superman and Batman and Iron Man would be
exactly.
like 100 years old or however old they would be in the comics if it was continuous like that. So I don't hate the MCU for stuff like that. Just think we've got a whole season on Loki, and Loki was the big death at the start of Infinity War.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, not hating. Okay, let me jump to the chat real quick. We seem to get a lot of hits on this. Okay.
Let's have a look.
Okay. Someone said a War Machine and Whiplash 2-pack. Peter Wells said that. That would have been good. Okay, moving down. So Nathan starts us off with the hit. Radium says hit. Damien says hit. Bracker the best says my man. Identified complex collection says hit. Sunny says hit. Prophet says Heimdall in the armor, big old giant hit. Rich M says the hit. Eric Stream hit. George says not desperate for Heimdall, but would probably get him, so hit. It's easy to convince George. It's easy. Joe figured it out. Says pow. How you doing, Joe? Welcome. Glad you could make it. Jason Lopez says no brainer hit. Pogo says big hit. Abnuglev with the first miss of the evening. He says, miss, I'm going to save you guys some time.
Ooh.
I'm probably think miss on every figure just because I don't collect MCU, but happy for the MCU collectors. That hurt my soul a little bit, Abnuglev, but I'll let you off, Ralph. I'll let you off. But yeah, that's fine. It's weird, isn't it? You'll get, like for me, I collect MCU and I also love comic. I love both. But the people who don't collect MCU are like really like down on it. Do you know what I mean? Like just instead of just going, oh, that's nice and move on, they get really down. Not talking about Ralph, I'm just talking about in general. Like the amount of times I see people go, miss, hard pass. I'm just like, move on with your life. Bloody hell. Do you know, every figure I don't want, I don't jump on and comment, miss, hard pass, not for me, save him. You know what I mean? Just save your bloody breath, people.
100%.
The Irrelevant Hulk says super hit.
Jeremiah makes a really good...
Go on, please do, go on.
Sorry. Jeremiah makes a cool point. He says, I'd be down for a first ever Hasbro comic and MCU 2-pack, both Heimdall. That could be cool.
That's an interesting
Probably
concept.
Won't happen, but it would be cool.
That's a good concept, though, as in like a 2-pack and in that 2-pack you get the comic and the movie version of the character. That would really piss off comic collectors, wouldn't it? I have to buy the movie version to get the comic version. Sure. You can see the anger fueling from them already. Shout out Andy Davis, he's just jumped in as well. He says, howdy, how you doing? I think Heimdall can be reincarnated as ruler of randomness. Hasbro is going to give us Serda. Heimdall could come later, says Prophet. Dane says, I'd love this version. Miles is here. Dan's on a rant.
Just quickly, there are some Instagram has just been hit with some first in-hand images.
Oh, interesting.
Is that?
If you drop me the link, I might be able to get them up.
I've just sent them in the chat.
Okay.
Not in our chat. I mean, on Instagram.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. One sec. Let me see if I can get these up. Okay, let me jump to this. Let me press this button. Let me press that magic button. Switch it up. Okay, here we go. Is this what you just sent? Odd fix? Odu fix?
Yes.
There we go. So he's showing the big bad. There you go. That looks pretty good, to be fair. That sculpt looks nice.
Yeah, that looks really good. Because I think they said they redid the head, didn't they?
Yeah, that looks good.
I'm so tempted to get a second vision and repaint that head, you know.
That cape sort of looks a bit translucent as well. I know it's hard to see, but it sort of looks like the light goes through it quite a lot. Bucky looks good. Looks like Sebastian Stan. You can't say it doesn't. Scarlet Witch looks great as well.
For sure.
And that's mad that you can actually see... what's Kurt Russell's son's name? What's he called?
Wyatt Russell.
Yes,
I think his is really.
You can see it in the eyes. It's mad, isn't it? Like you can tell in the eyes. Like bravo! And as I said, Hasbro are killing it with the digital face printing. There's some of the Bring on the Bad Guys wave. Can't wait to get that Red Skull. I don't know if I'm going to be using that happy smiley face though, but I do like the jumpsuit. Okay. Good. Yeah, looking forward to that. I did tweet...
Sorry, yes. Sidetrack.
Yeah, it's all good. We do love a tangent over on the stream. It's all good. Okay, let's move on to the next one, shall we? So next one is...
Yes, let's do it.
Avengers Hawkeye. Why do we need this, Brandon?
Yes. I think we need this because the first Avengers Hawkeye figure, it was a Walmart exclusive back in 2012. The leg joints were so bad. The leg joints it was like the ball joints at the hip, so you couldn't really pose him that well. And I think Hawkeye has been quite underdone in terms of figures. We got a re-release of that same figure in 2015 as part of an Amazon exclusive 4-pack for Age of Ultron. And apart from the Ronin figure back in 2019, we haven't really had any other MCU Hawkeye figures. I think that will change once Hawkeye drops on Disney Plus. I think we're probably going to see a figure or two for that. But I just think it would be great to see, a more iconic look for Hawkeye, as we know him, as we met him when he first appeared in the MCU. So I think this would be a great addition. And especially if they did two heads, one like this as we see here without the sunglasses, and then another head with the sunglasses. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, I think it would be great to see a Hawkeye, and it's also great to see the fusion they're building. It says, geez, villains and Disney Wave already hitting, what is that, 3 months early? Yeah, it's about 3 months early. So they're going to be, as I said, I think Troy in Canada's already got the Bring on the Bad Guys wave. So that Disney Plus wave is around the corner. Expect MCU Collector or someone to have it very, very soon. But yeah, looking forward. The next two waves coming out are definitely two I'm very excited to get. And so should comic and MCU fans. There's a wave to please both, if you know what I mean. You Bring on the Bad Guys for the comic fans, the Disney Plus for the movie. And if you're like me, you collect both. You got double the happiness.
Exactly.
Double the happiness. But yeah,
I was about to say the same thing then.
So Hawkeye, we did get Hawkeye in, I think it was a Walmart exclusive. They did the Avengers, and they released Avengers with that. Remember that little base, that little weird shaped base you'd get with the figures? They did a Walmart
2012 Walmart exclusive.
Yeah, and like he had the glasses on, I think. And that was basically the only way to get Hawkeye for a long time until he was. So we got Hawkeye in the 4-pack, in the Age of Ultron 4-pack, like you mentioned. And then we also got Hawkeye in the very first Best of Avengers wave with the Hulkbuster Builder figure as well? So
yeah, it was a repack of the Amazon exclusive one.
Yeah, so obviously very recently we've got the Ronin, but it never came with an unmasked head. But we got the unmasked head in the Quantum Suits version, so you could use that unmasked head on the Ronin, etc., etc. But to the point we're making, we never got an up to date, decent first version of Hawkeye because the very first one had glasses. There you go, that looks great. So that's the Ronin with the head from the 2-pack in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that works. A lot of people did that. That works.
Yeah. But it's a bit like a giraffe though, because it doesn't scale that well.
I don't think we're going to see a Hawkeye of this. I think we're going to see Hawkeye in his new suit. Like they have posted pictures from the set, haven't they? We have seen him where he's got the triangle. Well, not the triangle. The what do you call the arrow? The arrow. I guess it would be an arrow. Of course, it would be. It's bloody Hawkeye. We got the arrow in the middle of the chest. So we're gonna have to see an updated Hawkeye, an updated Kate, a brand new Kate Bishop. This is all Disney Plus Wave 2022, surely. Probably a little bit too early to be getting them this year, if I'm honest. But 2022, I guarantee you, I'll put a bet on with you that we get a new Hawkeye and a Kate Bishop. But yeah, this one, as I said, Hawkeye. I got that. I was lucky enough to get the Amazon 4-pack way back when. As I said, what year was that? 2015. Again, the only way to get an MCU Bruce Banner is in that 4-pack. The only way to get Black Widow with the blue sort of on her, and then it was a re-release of one of the Thors, I think. But yeah, Hawkeye is definitely someone.
That brand new Thor.
Was it a brand new one? Okay, cool. Yeah, I definitely remember that 4-pack. I remember it costed me a pretty penny to get in the UK as well, because that never hit the UK Amazon. I had to import that one, I think. But yeah, looking good. Okay, I'm curious. I've seen a few hits for Hawkeye. Defo need an upgrade, people are saying. Just had a quick glance. Yeah, not as much buzz for Hawkeye, but I think people agree. What's there? Do you think they will release an updated Hawkeye when the Disney Plus show comes out? Yeah, which is, as I just said, an updated MCU Clint is surely needed, says Pogo. Yep. And then Abnugler says Robo in the manor. Yep, so shout out Robo. If that is you with Robo, we salute you. Okay, next up. Fourth one. Talking about Amazon exclusives, or Toys R Us exclusives, I think it was. There was a Shield 3-pack. Yeah. Remember Toys R Us, Brandon?
Yeah.
Remember those good old days, Toys R Us?
I do.
Well, there was a Toys R Us 3-pack, like you said, and it was essentially a MCU Shield 3-pack with Nick Fury, Maria Hill, still the only way to get a Maria Hill in the MCU in figure form for your shelf, and then still the only way to get Agent Coulson for your MCU shelf. I think since then we've had the younger Samuel Jackson, but even that Samuel Jackson could do with an update, that Nick Fury. There you go, there's Maria Hill. But yeah, so we've got Maria Hill in this box, but we could have easily said we needed an updated Maria Hill, we needed an updated Agent Coulson, we need an update. To be fair though, Agent Coulson is just a guy in a suit, so I don't know how much of an upgrade you could get on him, but Nick Fury, you need an upgrade,
But definitely, I think Coulson could definitely benefit from the photoreal update. But I think the main updates that are going to be would definitely be Maria Hill and Fury especially, because you're talking about someone who is literally the key to the first two phases at least. But I think I'll be shocked if one of those Infinity Saga packs doesn't at least have Fury in it. Wow! Really.
Okay, so you're expecting to see Fury in this Infinity Saga? Yeah, he's as I said, he put the Avengers team together.
Because I think the only one we don't know where it's from is set 2. I think of the 10 sets.
Okay. Do we know price point?
I mean, I'm not counting on it, but I'd be surprised. I don't know if we know price point actually, because I think it's meant to be an exclusive, so therefore it's not been any on like any of the ordinary shipping manifests.
Well, there's still
But
six
I'd be
sets
really
to go.
surprised if we didn't get if we did. But sticking with Maria Hill, I think this would be a really easy figure to do. You know, just put her on the same body as Widow, Yelena Belova, as the original Maria Hill. The body doesn't really need an update. It's just that photo reel that needs an update. It could be cool to see her in a different look. You know, like in Far From Home or something like that.
Yeah, Jason in the chat is saying he'd love a Far From Home 2-pack with Fury and Hill. That would be a great idea as well, to get them both out there.
Me too.
But yeah,
with interchangeable scroll heads would be nice.
Yeah, sneaky, but true. Yeah, because they both changed. Maria Hill's a scroll as well, isn't she? In Far From Home, so yeah, it'd really be a 2-pack of scrolls in disguise. I guarantee there's so many more scrolls in the MCU that we're yet to see. That Secret Invasion is definitely going to reveal someone that we've known about for a long time become a scroll. But yeah, so we've used Maria Hill as the example there, but as I said, Nick Fury, Maria Hill, Agent Coulson, I'd take an update on all of them. As Brandon said, they would definitely benefit from the digital face printing tech. That itself is worthy of an update. But yeah, more Shield. I like it when we get the sort of side characters as well. Like, I think the shelf isn't complete without these type of characters. And Nick Fury's not a side character, but you could argue that Coulson and Maria Hill was. But if you're a fan of Agents of Shield, the TV show, then Coulson is a must for you, right? Surely. But yeah, beautiful. Maria Hill. Let me have a quick look at the chat, what people are saying. Nathan's not a fan. Nathan says miss, but Phil Jones says hit. Dane says yes, massive hit. Maybe they will give us Sharon Carter as well, as she wasn't in the Disney Plus wave. Yeah, I would have loved the Sharon Carter. To be fair, though, the Sharon Carter, there's a 2-pack of the women Shield agents from the Dark Days of Hasbro, and it comes with an unmasked Sharon, well, unmasked, she was never masked, but it comes with a Sharon Carter head sculpt that looks oddly like the MCU actress, even though it was like 10 years prior. It's weird.
You think?
If I could show you a picture, you'd see what I mean. But get that old Sharon Carter head sculpt out and compare it to the Sharon Carter from, especially her look in The Winter Soldier. Like, I think it's weird how similar an old comic head sculpt looks to the movie actress. That's just, trust me, it's weird. It's weird. Cloud Foxwell's in the house. I can just see the little Fox logo. Shout out Cloud. I have a Coulson head laying around in a box of my accessory for some reason. Says Abnugler. So Abnugler can, that's to the highest bidder. Who wants a Coulson head sculpt? We're start the bidding at £3, £3. Do we have £3? Any more than £3? £3, £4, £3. Do we have £3? £3, £4, £3? And void. Sale void. No one was quick enough. Sorry. Right, next up. Oh, there you go. We've just been talking about the guy and he's next up on the list. It would be useful to have the list in front of me, wouldn't it? That's my own fault. Is Coulson the next one? Bloody hell.
I was gonna, yeah.
Why didn't you just tell me to press skip?
I was sitting there thinking, does he remember that those?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. I don't.
For a reason.
No, I didn't. Okay. Okay, that's my bad. I'm an idiot. So yeah, Rich M's probably going, Dan, you're a freaking idiot. I'm like, yeah, you're not wrong, Rich. You're not wrong. All right. Too many buttons for me to press. Do you want to see what I have to see? It's ridiculous. Okay, so again, we're not going to repeat ourselves. We just mentioned all of these, of course. But how good do these look in single pack boxes, by the way? Maria Hill, Nick Fury, Agent Coulson.
Yeah, definitely.
Give us a 3-pack. Give us some single pack. Either or.
I would also like to have Fury with like a waist length coat. You know, not like the full length body kind of coat.
Yeah.
Just because it'd just be that much more fun to pose him that way. You know. I think.
Yeah, as I said, Nick Fury. I know there's. Have you got the SH Figure Arts Nick Fury? Has it been released yet, or is it on its way?
Do.
Oh, you do have it.
Yeah. No, it came out last month.
Yeah, I do. I know. I remembered seeing it, but that.
And don't get me wrong. That's a great figure, but I just think Hasbro would nail the head sculpt better than SHF did. And the
SHS are just a tiny bit shorter compared to Legends, so you can't really fudge them in.
Way too small. Yeah. Way too small.
Tanner bids 50p for the Coulson head. Any higher bids than that, let us know as we continue the stream. Abnugler's probably like, I don't want to sell their head. Tough. Ralph, it's for sale. What did someone say? I just caught and then I forgot what it was. Oh, Tanner also says we need a Quake. So as I did watch the first couple of seasons of Agents of Shield before I fell off, and I'd take a Daisy. What's it? Yeah, it's Daisy. I can't remember her second name, but Daisy something. But yeah, Quake.
I struggled with Agents of Shield so bad.
Well, just think it's been around since 2012, right?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I just couldn't get into it. It was just dry for me.
I watched it up until I watched it up until what's his name? Ghost Rider came into play. But as Rich always says, we've just got a comic version of Dr. Hyde or Mr. Hyde. And Mr. Hyde in the first 2 seasons of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was Quake's dad, was Mr. Hyde. Daisy Johnson. Daisy Johnson. There you go. Thank you very much, Jason. It was on the tip of my tongue. But yes, there you go. Ignore me, people. 3-pack, please, or a single pack, either or. These are 3 MCU characters that we've had in figure form before, but this was way back when. I'm going to say 2014, maybe before that. Brandon, and you're pretty good with dates. When did the 3-pack originally come out?
Yeah, this 3-pack was a Toys R Us exclusive in summer 2015.
Okay, cool. There you go. So all 3 of them, I take updates, all worthy of updates. So yeah, happy days. Okay. Hopefully I haven't started talking about the next one. Well, I sort of teased it, but this is definitely one that's worth it. So
you did tease it.
I did say the only way to get an MCU Bruce Banner, not Hulk, Bruce Banner, is in the Amazon 4-pack from 2015. The one that had the Hawkeye in it, the one that had Thor and Black Widow. Only way. And it isn't got the digital face printing or anything like that. It's just a generic suited body. But he has got like the open shirt, I think. But yes, a Mark Ruffalo, Bruce Banner is definitely a figure we need for the shelf. We've got plenty of Hulks in recent time. We've got the Hulk Builder-figure recently. We yet to get Professor Hulk. Maybe Professor Hulk will be in the Infinity Saga box set. Maybe we will get a 2-pack of Bruce Banner and then Professor Hulk. Who knows? But I would definitely take would you say classic at this point? I guess classic is not the right word to use, but because I guess Edward Norton would be the classic Hulk, would he? I don't know. Confusing, but still, Bruce Banner in figure form is what I'm saying we need. Brandon, do you agree, or do you want Edward Norton?
No, I don't think we should ever get an Edward Norton MCU figure ever.
Agreed.
But
can I have a Terrence Howard one though?
But this is, I mean, not Terrence Howard either.
Next time, baby.
Yeah. And then you've seen that meme where it's like next time, baby, and then it's like last online 11 years ago.
yeah.
Poor guy. But with this, yes, I mean this is easy to do as well. You know, stick it on that same suited body that we get all of our suited figures on, and it'll definitely be a winner. I think it'd be great. Banner is not just Banner. Banner is not just Hulk. Banner is also Banner. Even if we got the Ragnarok version where he's in like Tony's skinny jeans and blazer or something.
Oh yeah, of course.
But I definitely would prefer a re-release of that purple shirt Hulk, Bruce Banner, for sure.
I would take a single packed suited body but then all around him with just interchangeable heads of any person that's ever wore a suit within the MCU.
It would be like it would be so ideal. It would be so ideal.
Like I don't know how the Hasbro team could pitch that or market that, but we'd buy a lot of them. Is the point? Do you think if you've got a suited body in a pack with 10 different characters, that's 10 figures to buy? Like easy money. Might show up in the She-Hulk figs for Disney Plus, says Infinity Complex Collectibles.
I think that's likely too.
Do you think we will see Bruce Banner in that show? Do you reckon he would have found a way to go back to his human form?
Confirmed.
Has he?
Oh, well, yeah. Mark Ruffalo is confirmed for She-Hulk. I don't know if they haven't said that he's playing Banner, but Ruffalo is confirmed for She-Hulk.
Yeah, so I would assume in the MCU now, and if anyone's heard different, then please let me know in the comments. But I would assume that moving forward in the MCU, Bruce Banner is always Professor Hulk. Like he can't convert back. So if Bruce Banner, if the Hulk is in She-Hulk, it's going to be the same one we've seen in Endgame, right? With his arm is healed.
I don't know if he can't revert back. I assume his arm will heal, and I assume it will be Professor Hulk again. Just because I think it makes the most sense. I can't see why they would go back on character development to Raging Hulk, unless at some point he really loses his temper and goes Raging Hulk. I don't know.
Well, Rich M or Rush McGowan or someone. Sorry, I was just going to confirm as you're talking for someone in the chat to let me know. The comic origin for She-Hulk is she has like a blood transfusion, or Bruce Banner has to donate blood to Jennifer for her to survive. Like she has some accident, and then that blood obviously turns her into the She-Hulk. So that's got to be the same origin that the MCU do, right? Is that somehow Bruce Banner's related to Jennifer, and right? Surely makes the most sense.
I would think so. I think it makes sense. But
I know the MCU the Disney Plus shows have got an MCU budget, as we've seen so far with WandaVision and Falcon and Winter Soldier. So it wouldn't be surprised if we seen Professor Hulk through it. But he wouldn't be in all the episodes anyway. It'd only be in a couple. But it could be cheaper for them to find a reason for him to go back to Bruce Banner. He's a genius after all. I'm sure he could have figured out a way using gamma radiation to go back to human form. Maybe. We don't know. The MCU's still got many stories to tell. Okay, looking at the chat. Sorry, Brandon, I cut you off about 4 times there.
No, you're fine.
Wolfpack Toy Reviews. He says interchangeable Ruffalo and Norton heads. No, we don't want Norton in our MCU, or Terrence Howard, or anyone who acted changed. A 2-pack of the Hulk and Abomination, says Mr. Raptor 1880. I'd take that. That'd be a big solid 2-pack though. But we did get Hulkbuster and the Hulk in a 2-pack, so it's possible. Jay on the Grind says T'Challa.
Really good.
Just wait until we get on later on in the list, and you may see T'Challa. Stridon says Mega Hit Abomination is also confirmed for She-Hulk. Oh wow, okay. I'm late to the party in the She-Hulk news. With is it Tim Ross? Tim Ross? Is that the actor's name?
Tim Ross.
Yeah. So is he confirmed as well then, or just the character Abomination? Because
Tim Roth is confirmed.
So he's on the raft, isn't he? So he could team up with Zemo or anything at this point.
Yeah.
George says,
I think it's coming. I think that's what's happening.
George says, I really hope we see a rematch between Hulk and Abomination and She-Hulk. Jason agrees. What did Phil Jones say?
I agree with Ruler of Randomness that I'd love to see Liv Tyler return to see Betty.
Oh yeah, who played Betty in the MCU? What was it?
Liv Tyler.
Yes.
Liv Tyler.
Batman's girlfriend in Armageddon, right? I think that's who it is. Yeah. Have you seen Armageddon?
No. Have you seen Lord of the Rings?
No. Okay, I'll watch Lord of the Rings if you watch Armageddon, all right?
Well, listen. one of those two is a hell of a lot more iconic than the other.
I agreed. Armageddon's a great film. I completely agree. I wouldn't even argue at that point.
Oh yeah. Armageddon.
Bruce Willis going to Bruce Willis taking his Bruce Willis going to a meteorite with his drillers team to save the human race. It's iconic. You need to watch Armageddon, and your mind would change. I love Armageddon. What can I say? What's the song from Armageddon as well? I can hear it in my head. It's an Aerosmith song, I think. Brandon, you need to.
They're hating on Liv Tyler in the chat. Wolfpack Tour Review gave her a face palm. Says she can stay home.
I like consistency though.
Liv Tyler.
I like consistency. I like it when they bring back. I like Jane Foster from we thought she was done with the MCU. She had fell out with Marvel or whatever. It would have been weird for them to recast or whatever. I like how that's what I mean. They've brought her back. I'm glad that she's back in. So I'd take a Liv Tyler coming back as well. She has the voice of Marge Simpson, says Miguel. Hold me, I can't do it.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
Marge has a proper raspy voice.
Oh.
Who me? I can't do it. I don't know. I'm trying to do an impression of Marge. I can't do it. I love The Simpsons though. Robo agrees with me. He says agreed about Armageddon being a damn classic. Better live tighter than me far.
Robo. Oh, just broke my heart.
And I don't want to miss a thing. That's it. I don't want to miss a thing.
Robo just dropped out of my top 3 favorite YouTube content creators.
Yeah, did I sneak in there now? Am I in there finally?
No, you're just scraping the top 60.
Ah, cheers. I appreciate it. Keep up the good work. Okay,
I like the guy you do those live streams with, though. He's cool.
He's all right, I guess. I don't want to miss a thing is the song though, Brian. You must have heard that Aerosmith song, I don't want to miss a thing.
Oh, I know that song.
Yeah, there you go.
Because Liv Tyler is the daughter of Steven Tyler.
Rich M says Armageddon makes grown men cry. See, people agree with me. People love it. People are on my side in this argument. Armageddon over Lord of the Ring. Thank you very much. Case closed. Liv Tyler is in both Armageddon and Lord of the Rings, so you both win. Okay, we'll call it a draw then.
Mini Plastic Multiverse said Lord of the Rings is trash. Rich, kick him out the chat.
No. Tom's a good guy. So me and Amanda, right? I went and brought the Lord of the Rings trilogy because everyone talks about it as a classic, it's a great thing. So I was like, I'm missing something. I don't understand it. So I went and brought it. I don't fall asleep through films. I get engaged. I watch. I don't like falling asleep through films.
Don't finish that story, then I'll stop crying.
I fell asleep through Lord of the Rings twice. I've tried to watch it twice.
Finish that story, and I'll tender my resignation.
Honestly, I just. Thank you, Blake, with a super chat. Breaks the awkward silence between me and Brandon. Friday's awake. Thank you, Friday.
Blake Qualman. Never forget that Laser Pants said that George Clooney was a good Batman.
So thank you very much, Blake, for the super chat. Friday is awake for anyone who wanted to contribute to the stream today. We got nearly got 100 people in here and nearly hit the triple figures today on this Thursday evening. So yes, thank you very much, Blake, for kicking us up with a super chat. He says, yeah, speaking of Batman, never forget that Laser Plant said that George Clooney was a good Batman. Did he say a good Batman or did he say the best Batman? Because yeah, George Clooney and Batman, like even George Clooney says he was a shit Batman. Okay. We should just stop talking about MCU and just get back into Armageddon versus Lord of the Rings and why our pros and cons. Next week's stream. No, only joking. We'll go back to the MCU. Let's move on though from Bruce Banner and see if someone else can spark conversation with Iron Man Mark 42.
Oh, this is so needed. So after they redid that Mark 7, and after they maybe will probably possibly potentially could do a redo of another popular Iron Man armor, I would love to see them redo this. That body that we had the first one on was just not great. It was cool, but it wasn't as good as it could.
I think my one is sitting on a sofa. One sec. Oh, crap.
Mine was just here a second ago. Where has it gone? Oh, here.
I always destroy my displays when I'm doing live streams. But there you go.
Yeah, I just heard a whole bunch of figures drop behind me.
You want to see what's on my floor? Have you got has SH Figure Arts done one?
Yeah, I've got it in the other room on that same sofa.
There you go. There's my sofa from the Hall of Armor, people. Yeah, literally, you want to see the pile of figures on my floor from. Don't become a YouTube reviewer, people, or have a YouTube channel with Marvel Legends because I'm constantly destroying my displays for comparisons. Like I just filmed something for Nova, which is a nice figure, by the way, and to try and get Sam Alexander off my shelf, I knocked over so many bloody figures. Sorry, I pressed the wrong button. There we go. Back to the Mark 42. So you know me, big MCU fan. So I'm never going to say no to another Iron Man Hall of Armor. The Mark 7 was a very nice update. So yeah, that more bulky, articulated sort of armor. But before we continue talking about that, Laser Pants has woke up. I think we've disturbed him from work. He says, correct yourself, Blake. That is not what I said. Fake news. Interesting. Okay. Keep us updated. What did you say, Laser Pants, regarding George Clooney as Batman? Is he your favourite Batman? Is that what you said? The best Batman ever? Period? I think that's what he said. I can't remember. But yes, Brandon, I look Mark 42, just off the top of your head, would you take redos of all the armors? Are you happy? What MCU armors are you happy with currently on the display?
So the ones that I'm happy currently with are the Mark 7, Mark 50, and the Mark 85.
Yeah, the Mark 85 went up in price as well.
Other than that, and the Hulkbuster, obviously. Other than that, they all need updates.
What version of the Hulkbuster you got?
Also, there's some buzzing. The buzzing is back.
Oh dear, buzzing.
Rich said you knocked your mic down. The buzz is on.
Right, does that make a difference? Did I knock it? My bad if I did.
That seems better now.
Can you hear it as well when the buzzing's on?
Yeah.
Look, 40 weeks consistent, Brandon, right? And to be fair, we've had the last 10 weeks, we've had no technical issues at all. So it's like they're trying to, as we're slowly creeping towards that 1 year milestone, it's trying to get rid of us. But yeah, if there's any buzzing, just do what Fox did, Cloud Foxwire just did with the bees. I quite like that. I think if someone did it previously, I do apologise. But yeah, if I see some bee emojis and I know there's a buzz, much better, thank you. Hooray, back. Okay, my bad.
Fun fact, Dan doesn't like bees.
It's true. I bloody hate bees. I used to like, that's why I hate eating outside. Me and Amanda celebrated our 16-year anniversary together on Tuesday, and like we hadn't been out for a meal.
Oh,
I know, yeah.
Can I get some? Oh, in the chat.
Idiot. We went out to TGI's, I think, because I love American food. Is TGI's really popular in America as well? To my American friends, like, because I'm assuming that's like TGI's is really popular in America, and I bet it's like just the brand over here. But I love TGI Fridays, is my point. So we decided to go to TGI's, but it was pissing it down with rain. And in the UK, because of lockdown, the rules are you can't sit inside. So you can go out for a meal, but you have to sit outside. But we're in the UK where it's rain. Yeah, well, still, this wasn't Monday. This was Tuesday. It was pissing it down. I had a June bug. I had my cold chicken and I had left. There you go. You've started them off now. She appreciates super chats, by the way. She appreciates super chats. That's how we can best celebrate a 16-year anniversary. But no, all good. I don't know.
Happy anniversary. Oh, look
I was trying to think, how did that start? Oh, because I hate bees, yeah. So when I sit outside to eat food in the summer, bees just attack me. It's like they go, oh, there's Dan with his food. His food tastes delicious. Get him. Hate it. And there's bees in my attic. I don't like bees, Brandon. I attack them though. I'm not scared of them. Like I will attack a bee. I will fight a bee. Like not liking them and being scared of them are different things. But I would fight a bee. You've seen the bee that was on the window ledge the other week. I could have jumped on the back of that thing and rid it like a rodeo. Ridiculous. It was like the Queen. So I was being blessed with royalty. I was in the presence of royalty. I had to bow before I let her out my window. It was ridiculous.
This is true. You did. You really did. You really did.
Okay, back to Iron Man. Okay, what? Okay, who's next?
Back to Iron Man. I really like the Mark 42 armor. Well, personally, it's one of my favorite armors. And to go with the Mark 42 armor on that lovely white sofa, is the gorgeous, super smart, super efficient business CEO Pepper Potts.
Yeah, beautiful. So before Rich just says maybe the Queen is living in your mic. Does that mean it's buzzing again? Like, don't make me paranoid, because I get paranoid when I have tech issues. I've got like 4 monitors around me and like one guy. Friday's a lazy robot in the corner. I'm like panicking. Don't freak me out. Yes, Pepper Potts. A character that I would love in figure form. Now, we do have Pepper Potts in the 10th anniversary line. We finally did get Pepper Potts for the first time in MCU form. But it was in like the sports bra sort of the end of Iron Man 3, where she's been kidnapped by Adrian. Is it Adrian Killian? Adrian Killian? Is that his name? The Mandian Guy Pearce? Aldrich? Guy Pearce. She got kidnapped. Yeah, Aldridge. Yes. Not Ostrich, Aldridge. Yeah, Guy Ritchie. He's in that. I'm watching a show at the minute with him in it. I'm watching The Mayor of Easttown with Amanda.
Oh, Mayor of Easttown.
Yeah.
Hey, we can talk about that after.
Yeah, shall we do an after show? Mayor of Easttown after show.
I think it was the priest.
Oh, 100% the priest. I said that the first scene we seen the priest. I was like, why have they just cut to a random priest? It's clearly the priest. It's ridiculous. Like, that was like terrible editing.
But I think. But the other two.
Sorry, let me just get rid of Pepper Potts and add the graphic for Mayor of Easttown after show. 1 second. No, I haven't got one. I haven't got one.
Yeah, but I think the priest did that thing, and I think it's someone separate. Speaking of Guy Pearce, I think Guy Pearce might be the other bad that is capturing the other girls.
Sneaky. I do think he's got more of a hidden story as well, but I don't think he's the guy capturing the girls.
You don't think?
No, I don't think he's the guy capturing the girls.
But think about it. Why would I don't think it's the priest that's capturing the girls though. Because what benefit would the priest get from capturing him if he's already killed the other one? Like, why kill one, capture two?
Maybe they're two different people. Maybe they're not all links like they assume.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think it's definitely two different people.
Or maybe they wanted to capture it, but something went wrong. So, what went wrong?
Oh yeah, so true.
There's still about 6 episodes left or something like that. So still plenty of the story to tell. Rose has still got more investigating to do. Okay, I think people are saying miss, anyway. But I don't know if that's miss for Pepper Potts or miss for our Mayor of Easttown after show that we just invented on the stream. Let's go back to Pepper. Let's go back to Pepper Potts. We were dropping viewers. We were. My bad. People were jumping in, going, "What is this?" Right, Pepper Potts. We've seen a few Pepper emojis. I think Pepper is coming in Ironmonger set, not the evil businessman. Oh, okay. So Pepper and the Ironmonger. Okay, so would you take? So the Ironmonger is rumored to be in the Infinity Saga. So we're all assuming it's what's his name? What's
Obadiah Stane.
Obadiah Stane, and as a suited body and the Ironmonger.
Yeah.
What happens if it's the Ironmonger with the hatch that opens up to the Obadiah Stane head, and then Pepper Potts? Yeah. Oh, super chat.
Goji King 54 donated
Joji King, thank you very much.
Super chat pal, thank you Goji King 54. Bucky made a loving reference to The Hobbit in Fat WS. The most major reference any franchise made to Armageddon was Michael Bay's first Transformers.
Goji King. Oh, okay, and another super chat by. So Nathan, thank you very much.
Nathan Toland donated £5 through super chat pal, thank you Nathan Toland. Do you think the Pepper figure will end up smelling like her candle? See no evil.
Okay, that's the see no evil face. That's why it says that. We'll answer that in a second, Nathan. Let's go back to Gijo King's question. So he said Bucky made a loving reference to The Hobbit in Falcon and the Winter Soldier. What reference was that, Brandon? Do you remember off the top of your head?
Yes, I do. So Sam is saying androids, robots, and sorcerers. And Sam says that a sorcerer is just a wizard without a hat, and then he says, what does he say about? He says something Gandalf.
He goes, "How do you know who Gandalf is?" or something like that.
One of them says something about Gandalf, and then I think Bucky says something about Gandalf, and then Sam says, "How do you know Gandalf?" And then Bucky says, "I read The Hobbit in 1937 when it first came out." I just can't remember Sam's line in the middle. Or Bucky's line in the middle, sorry.
Yeah, because when he says a wizard, they were comparing it to Doctor Strange, and that's why he says Doctor Strange doesn't have a hat or something like that. But yes, I know what scene you're talking about. My favourite quote from The Falcon and Winter Soldier is Falcon on the plane saying, "He's out of line, but he's right." Like, you could use that in so many things moving forward.
Yeah.
He's out of line, but he's right. And then moving on to Nathan's super chat, do you think Pepper's figure will end up smelling like a candle? I doubt that Hasbro would allow something like that. My question would be, how would the figures end up smelling like that? Do you know what the reference is talking about is, Brandon? You're an innocent mind. You probably
do.
Okay, you do.
I do, yes. But
have you got one lit in the background? Have you got one lit just in the corner of the room?
I wasn't looking to entertain Nathan's
Fair enough.
Sidetrack.
Fair enough. But back to what we were saying about the Infinity Saga sets. Ironmonger's meant to be rumoured. I'm assuming, until this very moment, I was assuming we're going to get Obadiah Stane and the Ironmonger as a suited body and then the Ironmonger as a figure. But someone's saying in the chat, I do apologise, the chat's moved since then, but you know who you are, said it could be Pepper Potts and then the Ironmonger with an Obadiah Stane head, because then you could just pop their head off and put it on a suited body anyway, which I'd be happy with. I'd take that. Like, I don't need the extra suited body.
I would love that.
If the option's Pepper or another suited body, then give me another suited body. But I would like an Obadiah Stane head for my MCU shelf. Weird sentence to say.
That's my hope, is that, because the thing is, you don't need two Obadiah figures. I mean, I suppose you could have Obadiah Stane standing in front of the Ironmonger suit, I suppose. But personally, I would prefer it if you had the Ironmonger suit, Obadiah's head to go on the suit, and then a Pepper on the side. Because there is that scene where Pepper does find him first, kind of thing.
Yep.
And she like runs away, and he's crashing through all the lab.
Yep. No, I agree. I'd rather take that as exactly how you just said it, rather than the suit and the Ironmonger. But we shall see. Jump into the chat real quick. People are saying hit. George is saying hit for Mayor of Easttown, but miss for Pepper. Laser Panther is saying miss. Are you saying miss for Pepper Potts? I'm assuming so. Need Kid Pepper Potts. Oh no, need Kid Peter Parker. Says collect with Chris.
Oh yeah, from Iron Man too.
Yeah, I guess that you could get a figure of him. He's a sort of a side character. Bucky has the first edition of The Hobbit, says Pogo. It's probably worth a pretty penny these days. Probably has one signed by... That's the writer, right? Yeah, I guess so. What about Whiplash, says Laser Pants? I don't think... what's his name? Mickey Rourke likes Marvel, to be honest, so we're not going to see a Whiplash likeness on a figure anytime soon.
We'll ever see it.
Yeah. No, unfortunately, I'd take a Whiplash figure, I'm not going to lie, but he'd be on my wish list for... Just because he's a movie villain, isn't he? He's an Iron Man 2 villain. I'd take it, but yeah, Mickey Rourke doesn't like Marvel, so he's not going to sign his likeness rights unless the check's big enough, I guess. Who knows? Who are we to say? Hopefully they don't repack the old MCU Ironmonger figure. Yeah, I definitely hope they don't do that. That
would be so sad.
Hasbro did repack the Mark 1 though, didn't they? That was an old release. They tweaked it a little bit, but it was essentially just a reissue of the one they already give us. So I would hope they didn't, but I wouldn't put it past them if they did. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
But I agree. I hope they don't. But I wouldn't be surprised if they did. That's, again, they have to work within budget restraints and stuff like that. So sometimes they have to find workarounds. And if tools are already made for the factory and they can save some money, yeah, we shall see. Okay, Pepper Potts, definitely someone I want in her business suit or business attire for the shelf with the ponytail. Because we don't have one with the ponytail, do we? The one we have is the long hair.
No, that's true as well.
Yeah, so
that's true as well.
I have the ponytail.
I just think like she's such a, same with Happy. Like they're such key characters to Iron Man and now that I think about it, earlier I said, we don't have a lot of Thor characters. Come to think about it, we do have a lot of Thor characters, but we don't actually have a lot of Iron Man characters. Really, we only just have Iron Man, Rescue.
It's because Iron Man's so toyetic with himself. They, instead of giving us a Happy, they don't have to reach. Like we're not going to get an Everett Ross or a Luis from an Iron Man film because they know they can just repaint and give us a different Iron Man, which is more toyetic. So but we need a Happy though. Do you know what I mean? We need the guy who directed the very first, like who kicked off the MCU. We need Favreau himself in figure form. Like he'd be standing right next to Stan Lee on my shelf. He will stand right next to Stan Lee. So yeah, please can we get a Happy figure? Even if you give us like a head with that suited body, something. I'd take a Happy Hogan figure all day long. Okay, next up. Okay, I'd let you take this. A few people have, as soon as we mentioned what today's topic was, figures that need a redo, I've seen this one mentioned a couple times already. So the ball's in your court, Brandon. What do we have here? Why do we need a new one?
So this is the stealth suit as seen in Captain America: The Winter Soldier. This is Chris Evans' favorite cap suit. I think it's a lot of fans' favorite cap suit. I think this was his best film. I think that this is sorely needed. I think that it should be pinless on that new U.S. agent body, just to redeco, resculpt on the front with the stars and stripes, obviously. But I think this is just so needed. Brand new Chris Evans head sculpt. Give it the ball jointed neck, so that the neck can move, so that the head doesn't have a hinge. It is just so needed. I would love this. This is probably one of my most wanted MCU Marvel Legends, if I'm honest with you. Give it a helmeted head sculpt and a non-helmeted head sculpt. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, no, completely agree. Like you said, it's seen in one of my favourite suits as well. Seen, obviously, in The Winter Soldier. But again, Chris Evans liked it so much, he talked his way in getting it back into Endgame. So we see it in Endgame as well. So yeah, definitely one of my favourite Iron Man. One of my favourite Captain America looks. Wouldn't say no to another unmasked Chris Evans head, because the best one we've probably got so far is the one in the Walmart exclusive. Right, I think is that the best.
Yeah, Walmart exclusive worthy cap.
Yeah,
the other one that came close was the first 10 years one from his Civil War appearance. Yeah, but I personally, I think I prefer the Walmart exclusive worthy cap, as you say.
Yeah, so again, I'm not going to complain because the first release of this weirdly came with a blue shield that we never actually seen in the film. Like, he never had a blue stealth shield. And I know that's not a big deal because there's plenty of shields.
He did, I thought.
Did he have? When did he have the blue shield in the film? At the start?
I thought so. Let me check. Maybe he didn't, and I've been living a lie all these years.
I'm pretty. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm 100% right, but I'm pretty confident that blue shield was never. The chat will help us out. Was the blue shield that came with the very first release of this stealth armor? This was in the Mandroid Build-A-Figure wave, I believe, 2014. We're talking. This figure came with a blue shield. Was that blue shield ever in the movie?
Yeah, I'm just hold on. I'm just playing the
okay, so Jason is saying the blue shield was in the movie right at the beginning. Prophet is saying on the boat. George is saying he did in the first mission of the film. Oh, okay, fair enough. Maybe I erase that from my brain instead then. He fought Barack on the boat. Yeah, I remember all of the boat scene. I just don't remember the shield being the blue version. But
yeah, I just checked it in the scene.
Jay the Grind says he did. Gojai King says he did have the blue shield in the beginning on the ship. Yeah, Jay's Toy Collection UK says blue on the boat at the start. Okay, I just clearly I remember the boat. I remember Barack, and I love seeing Barack in in the Falcon and Winter Soldier as well. Backtrack, yeah, the Leaper. Again, that's an example of when they bring back characters from the MCU, the connectivity of it all. Yeah, okay, fair enough. That was me. That was my bad. I forgot. But I would take a reissue of the suit, is what I'm trying to say.
Yes, absolutely.
But yeah, definitely one of my favourite looks for Captain America as well. And like you said, Chris Evans liked it so much he talked his way of getting it back into Endgame. Cloud says, I'd like some waffles. Someone make that man some waffles. Right, okay, next up. I don't have the list in front of me, but I can talk about Gamora.
Yes, go for it.
Okay, so the very first time we got the Guardians of the Galaxy was in the same year we got the South Suit cap, was in 2014. Hasbro just changed their packaging, just starting to hit their stride, just starting to come out of the, I think they called it not the Infinity, but what do they call the series, Brandon? What used to be on the packs for the Marvel Legends?
The Infinite series. So
Infinite.
2014 was the start of the Infinite series.
Yes. So they just changed the packaging to sort of what we're familiar with these days. And the Guardians of the Galaxy was this film where nobody knew if it was going to be a hit or not. You know, James Gunn directing it. The mainstream audience hadn't heard of the Guardians of the Galaxy. People are like a talking tree and a raccoon. What are you talking about? But then the trailer hit. Chris Pratt was a star. The rest is history. But the toys, they did make a wave. It was the group Build-A-Figure wave. But the toys at the time were good for the time, I assume. I remember, but I've since sold them because obviously now they didn't have the digital face printing. The likenesses ain't great. It wasn't a Chris Pratt head. It was just like a generic guy head. Same with Gamora, just generic green painted face. The recent Gamora we got from Volume 2, that Gamora and that Nebula are like probably better than the SH figure art imports. Again, I know that's an unpopular opinion, but that's what I think.
Yeah, that Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 first wave of 2017, or the first MCU wave of 2017, they actually, that was the first wave to have photo real.
Yeah, wow.
And I agree. I think that that head sculpt is definitely better than the SHF head sculpt. So I think this is so needed, especially after we get to see her like this in Endgame. I think this is definitely needed. Because that older Gamora doesn't have ankle pivot, I don't think. Not that I remember.
I literally sold all of my Guardians of the Galaxy Wave 1 from that original Builder-Figure wave. I sold them all. Rocket, Groot, Gamora, Drax, really? Star-Lord. I didn't need them. Like that was when I was in that stage of going, I want the best version of each character. And I had the Guardians of the Galaxy Wave 2. And I was like, I can sell my Wave 1 versions now because I have the better versions. My mentality's changed a little bit.
What about Groot, though?
I've got Groot because Groot was
the single pack.
The single pack, yeah. So I've actually got the Builder-Figure. So the Groot on display is the Builder-Figure from the first wave, and then I have my Groot with the Toys R Us sticker logo still on, like packed up.
Nice.
It's not reachable, but he's there for sure. So yeah, I kept the Builder-Figure, but got rid of Rocket because Rocket wasn't very good. Let's be honest. The newer Rocket is much better.
Yeah.
The newer Drax is much better. But yeah, I love the Guardians. I'd take Guardians in all forms anyway. I'd take more side characters from the Guardians as well. Do you know, like give me them all. So, but yeah, Gamora. We just use Gamora as an example of a character who would desperately. You'd see the biggest update from then to now with a character like Gamora with the digital face printing and stuff like that. But yeah, any Guardians characters you can think of you'd like to see just while we're in the Guardians sort of realm? I seen someone mentioned in the chat earlier. Sorry, I forgot who you were. I can't scroll back and find it. But someone said like a Ravagers pack, like a Ravagers a body with loads of different heads would be a good shout. What's Sean Gunn's brother called?
Sean Gunn.
You're right. That is the answer to the question I asked. Okay, how about the answer to this question?
The character.
Yeah. The answer was James Gunn. If I asked the question who's Sean Gunn's brother, the answer would have been James Gunn. So we were both wrong. But you knew what I meant is what I was trying to say.
Oh, I didn't even realize that you said Sean Gunn. My bad. Kraglin, I think is his name.
Yeah, you're right. Kraglin. Yeah, Jason's just said the same as well. I'd take a Taser face as well, but that's Guardians too. But I'd take a Taser.
I don't know. I think to be fair, we've got pretty much all we need from Guardians. I would probably I don't like Dave Bautista, but I would take a second Drax that has like a more serious head sculpt.
Why don't you like Bautista?
One on the Volume 2.
Well, do you not like Bautista in the real world, what he says and stuff like that? Is that what you said that?
Yeah. And you know why.
Yeah. No. I just have a soft spot for Bautista because of wrestling, that's all. But I know exactly why you think the way you think.
He put out something else as well. He said something else as well today, dumping on Marvel Studios. And I just think it's just distasteful.
Yeah, he didn't like the way they treated James Gunn when they originally fired him. So he's always like, he can't go back on some of the stuff he said now.
Yeah, but you don't have to go. There's a difference between going back on stuff he said and not saying anything at all. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
I do not. Gunn sorted it. He sorted it.
I do not disagree.
I know.
Do not disagree.
Yeah, no, I know.
What was funny that he said that they were talking about a Drax and a Mantis movie. Like, come on now, like that's a fun conversation to have. But did he really think that was ever an option?
Yeah.
Did you know what I mean? Like,
never.
Maybe
I couldn't think of anything worse.
Yeah, maybe a Disney Plus short. That maybe not.
A Disney Plus short.
Well, we're getting the Guardians Christmas special, so we're going to see them again at least in that, and then Guardians 3. So
I reckon we're going to see Mark Hamill as the evolutionary.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
Mark Hamill in the MCU, it's inevitable, right? He's got to come to the MCU for something.
You know the one the person that basically created Rocket. I think that's who Mark Hamill is going to be.
Oh wow! Okay, cool.
I think he's going to be either in that. I think he's either going to be in that special, or he's going to be in Volume 3. I reckon.
Wow, you heard it here first. That's a good shout. I wouldn't be mad at that. Yeah. Okay, next up on our list, Ultron. Now, we do have the Ultron Build-A-Figure from Ant-Man Wave from 2015. And then we had Ultron, that same Build-A-Figure, repacked, but now the back was at least painted in the Marvel 10-year anniversary. And now we're getting in the Quicksilver a couple of Ultron pieces that seems to be sculpted similar to the Ultron sort of Prime, his sort of final form in the film. But obviously, they're just a few random pieces. It's not a Build-A-Figure piece. But it proves at some point that they sculpted up. I think even the sculptor said on Twitter or Instagram that he sculpted up an Ultron Prime. So, figure form, would we benefit from another Ultron Build-A-Figure, do you think? Could they do better?
I would love to see like a complete overhaul for Ultron. Like you say, Ultron Prime in his vibranium body toward the end of the film. Give him a ball-jointed hips, so you get some really great movement at the hips. Give him some big beefy butterfly joints would be amazing. Could you imagine just like the sort of the arm span that he could have? Give him that ball-jointed neck so that you can get better posing for him, just like there in that picture. I think Ultron is an underrated villain. I do hope that we get to see him again in the MCU down the line.
Me too.
But I think we definitely lack across the board in 6-inch scale a very definitive Ultron. I have the Revoltech version, but it's very fragile.
So that was the version.
Don't really want to pose it in the wrong.
That was the version I was just about to ask you about. So that is the version in the Prime look, and it's very metallic. That is probably the best Ultron 6-inch figure we have, right? For the MCU, not comic, for the MCU.
For MCU, I would say so for sure. But as I say, it isn't that functional. Like it like the joints. Like I tried to take photos of it every now and then, but then I go to pose it and I get worried that I move it in one wrong direction and it will just snap. So it's kind of like an expensive paperweight at the moment. SH Figure Arts did a version of Ultron. I don't think it was the Prime version. I think it was the same as the BAF version. But again, it wasn't that great. It was good, but it wasn't great. And then the BAF is good. It looks good. But again, it lacks that like real fun play factor, I think. But then when I look at all three companies, whether it be import companies or Hasbro, I think Hasbro could do the best. All it needs is just a bit of love for their up-to-date articulation kind of thing.
Yes, Abnugler is in the chat. He says, "Let me guess, Brandon, pinless." Of course.
Oh hell yeah!
Of course.
Definitely.
Right. Let me just have a quick look at the chat. So people are saying Vibranium Ultron is a hit. Ultimate Ultron from the final battle in Sokovia, Mr. Raptor says. The ultra nationalist should have a slogan. I can't read. Don't want no slongs on any action figures. Just putting it out there. Pins or pinless. A hand with a laser effects. We need a Hawk from Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War, like the SH Ferguson says. Green Shadow 25. Welcome, Green Shadow. Joanne says miss. Bracker the best has hit. Is there an Ancient One, says Bryant. There isn't an Ancient One. There isn't a Warriors 3. These are all figures we need. Yeah. All right. Brandon, can you send me the link? I keep looking at my phone because I'm trying to track to Brandon on the sly. Can you send me the link to the video that you're talking about, and I'll see what I can do on my end as well. But your idea, it seems very feasible for now.
So yeah, I think that'd be the only way we could do it. because I've had to download it from Google Drive,
Okay.
and it's taken most of the stream to get to where it's got.
Yeah,
Download from
live
Google
streaming
Drive.
and downloading 2 gigabytes worth of a video may not be the best idea. But we should basically, me and Brandon have got the finished video for our Articulate Adventures at Inderman Toys. Is that what is it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
So basically,
Yeah.
it was going to be Articulated Adventures, and then wherever we are. So Articulated Adventures, Inderman Toys. Articulated Adventures,
Yeah.
Dan's display room. Articulated Adventures, wherever, Disney shop, whatever. Okay, cool, good. That was a good business meeting we had live with 96 people. Everyone in agreement?
But it's almost. Good. I'm watching it. I'm watching it download, and it's almost there. We've literally got 0.3 gigabytes left to go.
That's probably why you're being a little bit blurry today, because you are a little bit blurry today, and that's probably why.
I'm downloading it on my phone. Look, wait.
Oh, okay.
You see?
It's still taking up your internet, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, true. You probably. I'm trying not to. Oh no, wait, my phone switched off. Hold on.
Staring at a blank screen there. We were like, what's going on? Oh, okay.
See it? Cool. It's downloading.
Okay, me and Brandon, for anyone watching going, what are you talking about? Me and Brandon we want to play the video exclusively here on the stream before we get out of here today. So we're trying to end with this exclusive new video that no one's seen before here for you guys. So we shall see. We'll keep going though. We've still got a few more of these left. Okay, so Ultron, again, underrated movie. I keep saying it all the time. People think it's fun to hate on Age of Ultron or just part of a trend to hate on all. It's a good Marvel movie. End of story. Right, next up. Baron Mordo. Now, I'm hoping we get a new one of these sooner rather than later because he is obviously going to be in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. But the previous one we got wasn't all that. He's on my display somewhere, but I think it's like right at the back. The likeness has got no digital face. It's just generic guy with a crop top. But I think the pieces were actually.
Pull up the image.
Oh shit, my bad.
So I got to be honest though. I think this is definitely one of Hasbro's best head sculpts pre-photo real. I think it definitely looks like an action figure.
The head sculpt wasn't. The head sculpt wasn't good. The head sculpt's just a generic guy.
You don't think?
No, the head sculpt's just generic
I think it
guy.
definitely looks like him.
Don't ask me to say his name. Like I know his name, but I can't say his name if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think it's.
Can you say his name?
Now that you've just said that, it's just jumbled it up in my brain. No, wait, stop. Ask me in 2 minutes, and I'll be able to pronounce it again.
Okay. I'm dyslexic. There's no point asking me. But yeah, his name's. He's got a fun name to say, not to spell.
I think it's Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Yeah, that's probably it. It probably is as simple as that. Yeah, that sounds about right.
But you just go and
That's how he spells his name on the paper. He goes, just scribbles it.
I think he has a lovely name. Oh, hold on. I think we're there.
Okay, we'll give Brandon a second. Just looking at the chat real quick.
We've got a few more of these to go through there. So let's
it's all good. Have you got the link for me to download it though? You can send me that, and I can have a go in the background as well. Yeah. I probably won't, by the way, just because I don't want to ruin the stream. But send me the link. I never got any download link. Beautiful. Okay, looking at the chat real quick. So, Barack was saying Ultron is his favorite MCU villain. Good. I like Ultron. I don't disagree with. I don't think he's my favorite villain, but that doesn't mean he's not a great villain. It's just my favorite villain. Just off the top of my head, probably got to be Thanos. Maybe. Just because of his impact, I guess. Yeah, Dan says no. So Brandon's smiling because he's watching the video, isn't he? You're watching the video. No.
Sorry.
So let's just watch Brandon's live reaction of the video instead. So Brandon, you watch the video in silent. We're just sit and watch you react to the video.
Oh man, I got to be honest. I'm proud of this, and I hope you guys like it as well. I'm just trying to get it. I'm just trying to send it to my laptop. But I hope you guys like it as well because I think we really did a good job on this. I'm proud of it. I think we did Inderman Toys justice. I think Dan and I got the message that we wanted to get across. And I mean, the visuals are just so good. So good.
Just jumping back to the chat, Cloud.
Typing it up. I should just let everybody.
Cloud was was helping me out.
Anyway,
Cloud,
keep going, sorry, yeah.
Cloud was being super producer himself and letting me know that the images weren't up. My bad. Basically, I can see two versions of the screen. I can see what I'm about to press go live and what's currently live. So I was looking at the about to go live one, thinking it was live. Streamlabs, people, Streamlabs. But thank you, Cloud. I appreciate the heads up. And Mini Plastic Multiverse, aka Tom, he says Dan pronounced it. Okay, let me try this. But I'm very dyslexic, Tom, so I appreciate your help. But even phonetically, I will still get it wrong. Chuitao Edgio4. That's not bad, is it? Chuitao Edgio4.
Oh yes, yeah, there you go.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Thank you, Tom. Now it made me sound a lot cleverer than I actually am. Much appreciated, Tom. Thank you very much. Would also love an updated Doctor Strange. So yeah, just while we're on the topic of Strange, I think we're going to get an updated Baron Mordo, depending on how much of a role he plays in the Multiverse of Madness. We don't know. Right? We know at the end of Doctor Strange, he was going around, or his intentions were to go around to take out sorcerers. He doesn't want the world full of sorcerers. So does he jump in the multiverse? Does he? Yeah, exactly. We don't know. But he might not be the big bad.
The way he says that.
So he may just be a side character. He may be a tease. He may just be a side character in this to be the main villain in Doctor Strange 3. We don't know yet, but I would take a Wong. I'd take a Ancient One. Like, these are more characters that have been on our wish list previously that I'd definitely like to add to the shelf. Love to see them in the Infinity Saga, but we shall see.
I really hope that Baron Mordo gets a Loki-esque spin the next time around. You know, I really hope I really hope they give him that dedication and that love as a villain. I mean,
him and Loki,
give him that breadth of story, and
him and Loki meeting up could be good. He could be like a character within the Loki series.
Imagine?
Yeah, that would be pretty good.
Yeah, there you
go. I feel like I'm watching old MTV.
Baron Mordo or Loki? Obviously Loki.
Loki, wouldn't it? It would have to be Loki. God of mischief. They'd trick him or do something.
Who said?
The Wolfpack. Miguel says, I feel like I'm watching the old MTV world premiere. Well, we don't even know if it's going to work yet, Miguel, so don't hold your breath. Damien says Mordo and Caecilius 2-pack.
I didn't hear. Did he say MTV? MTV what?
MTV world premiere. Back in the day, MTV used to literally do like premieres of music videos and stuff at a certain time on their channel, and they used to hype it up and stuff. So if you wanted to see the music video for the first time, you'd have to be there live type vibe.
Right, yeah, okay, I'm with you.
We're about to premiere our video. I get what he's saying. Back to Damien. Damien says Baron Mordo and a Caecilius 2-pack. I agree. I'd take Caecilius. Brian says the exact same one. Caecilius, an Ancient One. I would take them. Dane says, I forgot about the Ancient One. Yes, again, Ancient One was in, even though she seems to have passed away in Strange, or did she? She's the Ancient One. We don't know. She did appear in the Endgame, of course, in Endgame, because obviously they went back in time. So, and she knew what was going on. So she gave Banner the Time Stone, didn't she? So she trusts him. Good day, chaps, says Daz Linley. Good day, my friend. Good day. Are you Australian, Daz, or did you just fancy like saying hello in Australian? Australian's not even a language. They speak English, but I'm going to pretend they do. MTV played music videos? Cloud Foxwell, question mark. Can you believe they did? Can you believe it? Can you believe it once used to just be music videos? I used to watch MTV Bass back in the day. That used to be my favourite channel. Just all the hip-hop and R&B. That probably doesn't exist anymore. Or does it? I don't know. Okay. Baron Mordo, next up. We've got a few more, right? Okay, this one's all yours, Brandon.
Sorry. Okay, I got it. I think we got it. Oh, this one. This is my favorite one of the list. Look at him, man. This is needed. This is so needed. I think that this is just so needed. So we have T'Challa in his Civil War costume. We have him in his Black Panther costume, both regular and purple vibranium costume. I think this would be an amazing figure to get. Personally, because I think that when you think about Black Panther, this was the first film to be nominated at the Academy Awards. It was the first Marvel movie to win an Academy Award. And one of the awards that he got, I think, off the top of my head, was Best Costume Design and also Best Production Design. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that definitely one of those two is right. And when you think about the culture of Wakanda, when you think about the world that Ryan Coogler built for this film, I think that T'Challa's royal gown it would be a really nice testament to how great that film is. And not just that, but I think this would be an amazing testament to Chadwick Boseman as well. So personally, I would love this figure. This is also the inspiration for that GIF, where he's walking through the lab and he's got the doors either side of him and he does the Wakanda salute. I see that GIF all the time when people use Wakanda Forever. So I think this would be an amazing figure to get. I'd love this one.
Yeah, I'd take a throne as well. Give me a little throne. Yeah, T'Challa now forever. Like as I said, they've announced Black Panther 2. We knew what was coming. It's called Wakanda Forever. 100 viewers as well, by the way. Thank you very much, everybody. When I get to 100 viewers, I'll do a little dance. There you go. That was for you. Probably going to lose viewers now. Sorry. I just get excited seeing triple digits. Yes, Black Panther with a throne is what I'm saying I'd like to see. And as I said, Wakanda Forever has been announced, but we don't really know yet. And this is a sensitive subject, and nobody knows the answer to this yet, apart from Kevin Feige and Ryan Coogler, I assume. I told you I'd lost viewers. As soon as I started dancing, they left. I knew it. How are they going to explain the passing of Black Panther? Because they're not going to recast. They've already said that out loud. They're not recasting T'Challa, Black Panther in the MCU. So they can't just do the Poochie excuse from The Simpsons. Do you know what I'm talking about when I say that, Brandon? Where they add Poochie. Yeah. Okay, so in The Simpsons, there's that cartoon called Itchy and Scratchy, and they add a new character called Poochie the dog. Yeah. And they want to get rid of him because his ratings are crap. So they just go, Poochie's went back to his home planet, and they never see him again. So I doubt they're going to do that to T'Challa and go, T'Challa's went to his home planet. So they've got, I reckon, he's going to have died on a mission, or I reckon they're going to kill him off in the MCU as well. So it's like putting that character to bed type thing in like a respectful way. Like it may start on a funeral scene or something. I don't know. They're going to do it, however Marvel do it will be the right way.
I still think the key to Black Panther 2 will be who was Black Panther between Infinity War and Endgame. Because there was 5 years, there was no T'Challa, there was no Shuri. Somebody had to step up somehow, some way. And I think that the other interesting thing with Black Panther 2 is how much do we're already seeing how other parts of the franchise are reacting to the blip and how that affected those characters and how it's affecting other characters. So I think it will be interesting to see how Wakanda reacted to the blip, and most of all with their monarch. And I think that personally, I've said this before, I would rather Shuri not take on the mantle yet. Nothing against Shuri, but I think T'Challa's story had more ways to go. I don't think Shuri is sort of mature enough as a character yet. That doesn't mean I wouldn't like to see her take it on later down the line, just not yet. So it'd be interesting to see what they do, but I would like to see somebody else take it on.
Do you think, right? So in the first Black Panther, at the end, Michael B. Jordan, Killmonger's there. He's on his knees. He's saying, "I'd rather die than be in bondage," or whatever he said at the end, because T'Challa basically tells him, "We can save you. We have the technology to save you." But we never see a funeral. We see him collapse on the floor. But who's saying that T'Challa didn't pick him up and take him? Do you reckon T'Challa just let him lay there and die? Or did T'Challa take him and get him fixed up? Like, is Michael B. Jordan still alive in Wakanda?
I think given Killmonger's popularity as a character, given Michael B. Jordan's personal stardom and personal popularity and acting chops, and given his
best
relationship
mates,
with Ryan Coogler,
yes.
I think those 3 points really do stand him in good stead to be the one to take over. I don't know how they would manage it within the story. I don't think his death would be the difficult part to manage. I think the difficult part to manage would be, well, why is he suddenly a good guy versus being
Agreed.
not a good guy?
He needs to redeem himself some other way before they just go, oh, okay, here's the new Black Panther. He'd have to earn it type thing. But I do think, I agree with you. I don't think Shuri should be the new Black Panther just yet. She's got a role to play in the MCU, and it's not as the new Black Panther yet. We shall see. But it's an awkward one. As I said, Hasbro, I'm sure, will do the right thing because that film's coming out in 2022. So we're going to have to start getting answers sooner or later because they're going to have to start filming this year. So we shall see. We shall see. Just change the actor. No, not saying that.
Whoever said that, go away.
No, not saying that. My bad. That's doing it live sometimes. The guy from Bridgerton says Jay on the grind. I've not watched Bridgerton, but I'm sure my missus has. Yeah, he's like a little star, isn't he? I've not seen Bridgerton, but I've seen that they've got 8 seasons planned. My missus watched that show, I think. Yeah, okay. Right, next up. We could do a whole stream of Black Panther, by the way, because that's... I'm excited to see the world of Wakanda continue, but there's still so many unanswered questions. Next up, Quantum Suits. So we have these from Hasbro. We got a nice 2-pack, and we had the unmasked heads for Hawkeye and Scarlet Johansson's Black Widow, of course. And they were good. They were nice. We got a couple of more interchangeable heads in there. However, when we seen the trailer and when we seen the film, these Quantum Suits, they weren't grey. They were white. So from somewhere from concept art to screen, they went, turn those to white. So it means people like Hasbro who got the concept art went, oi, we thought they were grey, and the figures were all wrong. So our Quantum Suits for our shelf are now very inaccurate. They're nice enough figures for what they are, but they are inaccurate to the source material. And as I always say, I like my shelf to be as accurate to the source material as possible. So Hasbro, I do love the opportunity for a repaint if they can. This seems to be a prime candidate of like, you can give it a single pack with loads of interchangeable heads, give us a 2-pack again with a male and female body, give us a 4-pack. I don't know. If Hasbro were to release the Quantum Round suit again in the more accurate white with some better interchangeable heads with the digital face printing, more accurate to what we actually seen in the film, then I'd buy it. Would you, Brandon? Do you want to see some Quantum Suits in the more accurate look?
It's not like a need for me, but if they did it, I would probably, as you say, I would probably build the team and go for it. 100%.
Yeah,
just because I mean I still have all the original grey suits.
How many you got?
I got them all.
No, as in
for each of them.
So you literally got a couple of 2-packs then? You got one for the Nebula head, you got one for the Ant-Man head?
Yeah, I think I got 2-packs and then a few Steve Rogers.
Okay, Steve Rogers does this.
Because I think I've got all of them apart from obviously Rocket, War Machine, Thor, and Hulk.
Okay.
But all the ones that could fit on this body, I've got them. Yeah,
no, of course, because Rocket, Thor, Hulk, War Machine, they wouldn't even fit on those bodies anyway. They'd be completely different, unique body molds as they are. But yeah, as I said, what was weird about in this pack is that we see Iron Man with the helmet, but he doesn't wear that helmet. We see the Iron Man helmet with that suit. He doesn't wear the helmet. Like, so this is like obviously Marvel or Hasbro taking a guess at what we were going to get because it's not what we got in the film, obviously. But I would take updated white suits for the shelf. I think the white suit looks clean, crisp. I have a couple of the grey ones on the shelf, and they're fine, but they're completely inaccurate. Do you know, like, so, yeah, I've seen some great customs, by the way, of people painting them white, but I don't have a steady enough hand to do that. So, yeah, hopefully Hasbro do the job for me and re-release it. I can still get in the UK, there are still Quantum Suit Steve Rogers Captain America's on the shelves at Tesco. So if I wanted to, I could go and buy a couple more of them for like £10 and build loads, but I'm waiting for the white ones, if that will ever happen. But yeah, okay. Quantum Suits. Let me have a quick look in the chat, see what people are saying.
And look at Instagram as well.
Oh, okay, my bad. Well, if you see something in the chat... All right, we're getting up to the 10 o'clock mark. Okay. Okay, I can't read all of that without too much awkward silence online. So we can have a business meeting with all these people if you want.
Yeah, no, wait. Yeah, no, you go ahead and let me read the chat. Sorry. So Tony Collector says hit. Mark Tac says hit. Baraka says yes, sir. Jay the Grind says I already bought 3 packs of the suits. Brian says yeah, and then Jason says SDCC PulseCon exclusive box set. Bet you that is a very good point, Jason. That is a very good point.
Yeah, we still get to see them.
Dane says, yeah, and it would make sense. Dane says, miss unless the head sculpts were spot on. True. Johan says, Wanda with the 2 suits of Age of Ultron. Sunny says, yeah. Wolfpack Tour Review says, use the Children of Thanos as a gauge. It sold really well. I don't know if I need the white suits, but have a go at it. That's true. If they did an MCU pack like that where you get all of the suits and all the suits in one, that'd be cool. Tyrone said miss. Tac says hit. Rob Pollock says popped in starting at Baron Mordo. Fun show, guys. Have a great weekend. I'd love Stealth Suit Cap redo. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay. I think we're having an internal business meeting at the moment.
No, yeah.
I think we should get the chat's opinion.
Is that the last one, by the way? Is that the last one? Okay, let me jump back.
So there's 84 of you still here. Thank you for sticking with us. George says would love these, but would be expensive to build the whole team. Jay's Toy Collection UK says sold my grey suits, couldn't cope with the inaccurate design, would love the white ones. AB Nugler said there's a Rumors Avengers 4 figure or set in this Infinity Saga, so what do you reckon it could be?
Interesting.
There are a few options. I reckon we could see another worthy cap at some point
with a broken shield.
Yeah, Jason Lopez says we still technically need Hulk, War Machine, Thor, Rocket in their quantum suits anyway, so possibly. But guys, we need your opinion. So there's 83 of you here, and we can do either one of 2 things. We could share the video with you right now, the new film, and see what you guys think, or we can hold fire on it and we could show it to you guys on Sunday just before Legends of Liquor. So
we could still. So this is just me and Brandon talking out loud now, but we could premiere it tonight, Brandon, and still do it because we can still have the live chat there and be there. I'm like you. I'm eager to show it, but I'd rather people see it for the first time in its good 4K quality
4K.
Than just because today's stream has been a little bit temperamental. So I don't want the first time someone to see this to be choppy and like messed up, because I'll be playing it through your stream, if that makes sense. So I don't want the first time someone to see this it be a little bit dodgy. Like I'd rather their experience with this for the first time be crisp, nice. So we could still put it up tonight. Like I can get it up in the next hour and we could have a premiere at 11 o'clock.
Oh, what? And you're saying come back on and do it?
Well, we could go live, or we could just do the premiere. Like a YouTube premiere is I could set the video to go live at 11, and it opens up a live chat and everything.
Yeah.
So people in the chat are saying share it now, and I agree. Trust me, we both want that, but it's a big 4K video. You know what
we should do? I think let's try this. I'm gonna pull up just a video on YouTube, right? Just any video on YouTube. I'm just gonna pull one up, and what we'll do is we'll try the share screen and see how it looks. And if it looks choppy, then we'll do what you. Go to the preview of the video then. Go to the preview of the video that's already up on my channel. Yeah. Okay, let's try that.
Okay, so again, as we wrap up here, it's past 10 o'clock now. We're just doing a little internal business meeting. Basically, me and Brandon have got this nice little documentary that we've been wanting to share with you, and we just want to get it seen by the most people. And my channel, like, I love my channel, but let's be honest, my videos get about 300 views unless they're pushed. So this is the prime place. This is the best place to promote a video. So yeah, if we can, we will. Roll out the red carpet, grab the popcorn. But yeah, I'm happy to do a premiere tonight if it doesn't work. Or we can come back on. If I can get it set up, I can.
Yeah, we can try that. Okay, I'm going to share screen. Oh, it says host disabled attendee screen sharing.
Okay, how do I? I don't even know how I change that. screen share, multi participants.
Go to view, go show manage participants, see if it does that. See if you can do it from there.
I think I've allowed you to do it.
Yeah, let's try. Oh yeah, here we go.
Okay, this is just a test, people. We're just testing. Okay, press play. I want to see how choppy or something it is, and if the sound works. So I hear no sound. If I hear no sound,
wait, that might be. Wait, hold on, because I think that's my fault. Hold on. Hold on. I think I know why that is. Hold on. Stop shit.
Okay, we appreciate everyone sticking with us, by the way, while we figure this out. You'll be the first people to see this, I promise you. I've not. Do you know what? I have not even seen this. Like, people probably think this is like a work. It's not a work. I've genuinely not even seen this finished video yet. This is Brandon's the producer. I am just the man in the camera. I've recorded a voiceover and I've not even seen how it looks or anything yet. So I'm excited to see this as well. Trust me. So I've genuinely not seen this yet. So if it's terrible, we blame Brandon, okay? Together. But Brandon's very confident and I have faith. Okay. Are you trying again? Oh, okay. I hear it now. But it's a bit... Like, if you look on the YouTube now, Brandon, you'll see as it's playing, it's a bit choppy. So I don't want the first time someone experienced this very nice 4K video that we've put together to be a choppy via the live stream. Now I can't hear you.
How about now?
Yeah, now I can.
Let me see if... okay.
Yeah, people are saying, nah, 4K's better. Oh, it's a bit choppy. Release it at its best. Like, honestly, I can put it on my YouTube channel tonight at with a premiere date. We don't have to be on camera, but we can be in the live chat with people. Because YouTube promotes it the same way it does a live stream, if you know what I mean. It's just that I don't have to be on Streamlabs because the video is going to play at a certain time, and we just chat along in the comments with it.
Okay, so let me see. Let me see if I can send it to you here.
Yeah, people saying it's a bit jumpy, it's staggered, choppy, a little choppy. Yeah, so...
Yeah, okay, let's leave it. Let's do it as a premiere today. I just don't know how I'm going to get the file to you because it's too big for WeTransfer.
Come back to the channel a little bit later and me and Brandon will put that brand new video out live. So I can play the demo real quick. For anyone who hasn't seen it, let me just quickly play what we're talking about. So I'm going to play you the teaser and then with a full video is going to be out later today, it seems.
It's just paradise there.
As I said, we've stepped inside of the website.
Absolutely.
Pick it up.
Car, yeah.
Just walk
we
away.
need a trolley. Where's the trolley?
No, yeah. All right, there we go. Right, back. Okay, people. So that's the preview. That's what's already up on the channel, but we have got the finished video. So we're going to see if we can get the full one to you. If I can play it off my computer, I will. Where did you send it, Brandon?
You should get an email that says join view it on Google Drive. Because it was too big to... Otherwise, if I could have WeTransferred it, I would have done, but it's too big.
Okay. Okay. Let me...
Did it let you in?
It's let me in, but it's swirling. And I'm conscious of people sat here being very bored listening to us try and figure this out. But we do appreciate all 86 people still around while we try and figure this out. Yeah, it's just swirling for me. It's because I'm streaming, mate. It's because I'm streaming. But I might be able to download it when we get off the stream. I say we wrap up today's stream and we try and figure out a way to premiere tonight.
Yeah, no problem. Sounds good.
All right, beautiful. Okay, people. So that's the plan. Thank you for bearing with us while we try and figure that out. We just wanted to post. We just wanted to put something out live for you guys while we're here today, and we still will. We'll post this video tonight, and me and Brandon will stay in the live chat when we premiere it. Dan's the IT guy. He can make it work. I could, but I need the video. But the problem is I'm streaming while we're videoing, so it's too messy, Magal. It's too messy. But we can get it to work. But we're just excited to share this with you. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay, so let's wrap up here tonight. Let's finish up and then we'll get out of here. So yeah, Brandon, just as we get out of here, and the chat can answer this question as well. Out of everything that we showed tonight, and I'll quickly throw them back up, which one, if you could tell the Hasbro team tomorrow, make this one, remake this one, what are you picking out of all of these? This one.
King T'Challa.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm picking... Who would I pick? Who do I want in... I think Gold Heimdall's up there for me. But also, I think Nick Fury's such an important character, and we need him, a more updated version of Nick Fury.
Absolutely.
But I'd take every single one.
The only reason
The
only reason I think we might not get Fury this year is because we probably will get Fury next year, you know? The Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion, yeah. He might be in Captain Marvel 2, or The Marvels, as it's now called, because they don't think can lead the film. But yeah, okay, cool. Let's see what the chat is saying real quick before we get out of here. Right, we're good, they say. We appreciate you sticking around, everybody. Bye for now. Heimdall says Prophet. Rich McGowan says Cap Stealth Suit. Damien says Ultron. Nathan says Easy, the Mark 42. George says Fury and the War Machine would be my faves. Jamie says the Stealth Suit Cap. Yeah, so let's be honest. Any one of these you could pick, and Hasbro, we know Hasbro could do a better job right now with any of these. So, yeah, easy. Mark Tactec, how you doing, Mark? I haven't seen you today. How you doing, my friend? He says Winter Soldier Cap and on the Endgame body mold for me. Yep, great choice. Heimdall and Stealth Suit says Rich M. Phil Jones also says he'd take a Fury. But yeah, I'd even take the Quantum Suits in the white. Jay on the Grind says Stealth Suit. That seems to be the most popular choice for now, to be fair. And you can't blame them, to be fair. You can't blame them. Look at that. It's a good suit. Jonan says Gamora. We got a vote for Gamora. Don't remake custom Hasbro so I can get my 50p off, Tanner. says, so Ralph says, so there you go, Tanner. We do a live deal for you there. Give Ralph your 50p and you got yourself a Coulson head. Don't remake it, Hasbro. Ralph's got some money to be made here. 50p. It says, here I am, gents, says Mark Tac. How you doing, my friend? Okay, so the plan is, people, thank you very much for sticking around today as we talked about redos, remakes of all these Marvel Legends that we already have in the MCU form. I'm sure we are going to have a lot of more Infinity talk moving forward on these live streams because we still have 6 full sets to be revealed. Usually this set somehow weaves its way into the San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, like someone already mentioned as well. So it's only a matter of time before we see more and have another excuse to talk about the MCU, which I know me and Brandon are not going to be complaining about at all. So let me quickly go to the credits and just say thank you to anyone who put in a super chat today. Only a few of you, but still, I appreciate all the same. I think we even had a channel member today. So there you go. Thank you very much to Blake, to Gojai King, and Nathan, and then Ali as well, who joined the membership. Much, much appreciated. Brandon, where can these beautiful people find you online? Because you've been on the ACBA game. You're on fire at the minute, my friend.
As always, guys, Hero Collections just put up a few Star Wars photos today, so go and check those out. Dan, as always, a pleasure to be here. Hopefully we can get this thing premiered tonight, and we will catch you guys soon. Okay, so people, the plan is to premiere it at about 11 o'clock. That's what I'm going to try and make happen. Okay, so it's called Articulated Adventures at In Demand Toys, or Articulated Adventures They'll see it.
In the Man Toys. Yeah, we've look out. Stay tuned on the channel. I'll be posting about it on the Instagram. It's Dan Who, on my Twitter at Dan Who Reviews. But yeah, we hope to see you all come back and write a nice little comment. The chat will be open, or we'll have the live chat open while we premiere it as well. Me and Brandon will both be in the live chat with you. We're going to see what we can do. Okay, so as always, people, my name's Dan W. That's been Brandon. Let's wave. Let's get out of here. If you're watching this on the replay and you're still watching this during all of that technical talk, then bravo, well done. Thank you very much. But now click another video and go and watch a better stream where we weren't having business meetings in between. All right, there's plenty more on a playlist, etc. But yeah, we appreciate you all. Thank you very much, everybody in the chat. We appreciate you all. See you, Legends and Liquor. You know the score. If you're a channel member, hit me up. I'll see you Sunday. Okay, a lot of channel members. I see all the question marks. I see the green names. All right, I'll see you Sunday for Legends and Liquor. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.